should work now. Perfection. Okay, it's time for our day 3 of the Disciple of Varashta. As you can see, things have changed a bit, and we're using less skills, but more awesomeness. And we will try to go a bit with Navira's Fracturing today. We were discovering expeditions as a potential farm method. But I will have to say that the expedition farm was less than stellar. When we finally got one single expedition logbook after all our grind out of something. That just didn't feel good. Like the amount of things we put in to get there. I definitely need to do some more tablets. But let's see. So what we're doing right now is we're not actually casting Frost Nova because I really hate the act of casting Frost Nova. We have that happening automatically over my minions dying. So I'm still just zooming over the map as I did before, aggressively having fun. And then my Frost Nova will in between just erupt because my minions just kill themselves and I'll just kill everyone around me. Actually, like a really funny thing. So like now I have the Frost Nova, I have the ground frozen, so I can just use Navira and my minions die again and I can use Navira again to shatter the frozen ground. See? Just like can do that over and over and over again, no matter how many enemies are there. Actually surprisingly efficient, especially since we're weaving this like perfectly into each other. Oh no, I got killed by the ground. That kind of works nifty. But we still have to like test our defenses a bit more because right now my defenses are only 5k, right? It's not enough. So I gotta lift that up to the next level with getting better items. But it's more about like just testing how well it kind of works, right? Caliban, thank you for your subscription and support. Caliban, very good to see their partner. We're doing well. Like that's again Frost Nova, and then we can shatter the whole thing. And then the chill spreads, and I can shatter it again. And the chill spreads, and I can shatter it again. The goal was pretty much to create a version where I could get the whole Frost stuff, but without having to do it. You know, like I didn't want to take care of the free thing myself because it's annoying to like make the charges and then use the charges, that kind of stuff. I just wanted the charges to happen from a load. I think that's good. What I now need though is my minions revive faster, I think. So we're gonna actually have to invest points in that. So I get my minions back quicker. And I can do this sacrificing shtick a bit more often. Because that's the thing, I need my minions to die to get the Frost Nova. But once we have the Frost Nova, right, the ground is then here frozen and I can just shatter it wholesale. It's like really cool. See, now we have so much ice here. I can just continuously just press that button and just shatter it over and over again. Okay, we got that one under control. I mean, the army is the army's just here because why not? You know, the army just makes everything stronger with muster. But the goal was to have like a better clear for tier 15 maps, because for tier 15 maps it was before just about like really spamming my my Archon skill, my Djinn skills. But I gotta say the Djinn skill spamming wasn't as efficient as I wanted it to be. So we decided to add like a bit more of these frost powers to it. And the fun part is that it's like really ingenious strategy of like using cast on minion death to actually do it automatically, right? We don't even have to care for it, right? It just happens. And so like look at the boss damage. Damn son. Just eating souls. You know what? We gotta pick up as many scepters as we can because they can always have spirit. I'm running your build and just hitting maps. Went from tier 1 to 16 in 2 maps once I got me Kurgo's Leash. It's crazy, right, Wrath? But how are you liking the clear? Because again, like the reason we're doing this here right now is because the clear was good. But I feel like we could have improved the clear, and that's what we're essentially like doing here right now. Okay, where is the way to the biblioteca? Donde está la biblioteca? Like seriously. I would have sworn it's in the bottom right corner there, but it doesn't seem to be. They like you have your wolves, they die automatically. You have your skeletal arsonists, they also die automatically because we're killing them ourselves with Infernal Legion, right? So we're killing our own minions, which is super funny. But this also requires me to probably pull out points from minion life nodes and that kind of stuff. Okay, where the clock does it go to the boss? Am I just lost? It had to like continue back there, but back there was no way to continue, or I'm just blind. From tier 1 to tier 6, Roth. Yes, tier 1 to tier 6 is an instant jump. We did pretty much like tier 1 maps, then tier 5, and then tier, like, I don't know, with level 72, we're doing like tier 14 already. And now we're 85. I mean, this character was like 9 hours old and it was level 85. It's just dumb. Okay, I'm just blind. See, like here, again, we're spreading. We're using the virus then. And like once you have the frost like spread, you can pretty much run forward on a wave of frost, which is the fun part. Right, see now the frost just spreads, and I just keep riding forward on this wave of frost using my Navira skill to just explode everything. Ah, wait a second. We need to go back to the expedition thingy because I saw that we're going to experiment more with expeditions. Because actual expeditions are so many, like logbooks are so much in Divines. And the way how you get logbooks, and I didn't want to believe it at first, chat, is you got to put the bombs on these double flagpoles. You know these flagpoles that have 2 flags on them? That's where you got to put the bombs. And then expeditions might or might not drop for you. I know what the fuck, but what the fuck actually? It's like these here, right? That have 2 flags on them. Coming up with your own fire-based build. The problem is that Ignite is just shit. That's like the thing, right? The reason why you don't see many. I mean, Ignite can be great after heavy investment, but even then, it is not as good as it possibly should actually be, which is really sad. So yeah, generally speaking, Ignite is just not in a good state, and we don't like that. Okay, now let's defeat the Naughty Lord. The Hunter's build is crazy good. Yes, it is. And it's super fun. Where can you find the build you're using now? You cannot find this update, Short. We have the 1 to 65 version uploaded, but the 1 to 65 version to this point, it is exactly, like we played the 1 to 65 version all the way to this point, right? So I played it all the way to tier 15 maps. However, now I wish to change things with some investment. I wish to make things better and stronger by adding the whole frost shtick that we're using here right now. I might even add like a handishly casted Frost Nova actually, because I think I can very easy. So we're gonna check if that is in the realm of possibilities, because we're making these Verisium remnants, and these Verisium remnants can be used in place of elemental infusions, right? So we're making infusions without actually having to do anything. Right, so we have Castle Minion Death, and Castle Minion Death is making these remnants. So I think I will actually have to add Frost Nova, like myself, probably. Let's give that a go. And first, let's check what we got here. Nothing. Increased critical damage bonus is not enough.
What do you think?
That's maximum life, but no movement speed. That's 82. That's a tier 1 physical. What the fuck? What can I sell a tier 1 physical for? I mean, that's like crazy. That's a... How much did I have in physical damage? I had 68 to 82, 64. Yeah, see, they're being sold for Divine Orbs with like 92, with 88, with 85, 93. You know what? Let's just sell this for... I don't need it. I could craft around with it, but I'm going to sell it for 60 Exalted and be happy if it actually sells.
Like a good deal.
Don't really give a flying fart if it goes out. So let's see what happens when I cast Frost Nova myself on top. The problem being, like, I don't have a skill slot for this right now. That's the only issue, because we have the clerics, we have the reavers, we have the storm mages. For the blasphemy is kind of needed to make enemies not get close to me. I mean, I could technically remove the pain offering, but that would kind of cut into my damage. I could remove one minion, aka the Frost Mage, if I wanted to, because we have enough freeze. So let's just remove the Frost Mage to kind of see like how that vibes. Because you have the Ice Nova, right? And you have the Renmans, so you just easily get this up. What I wonder now is how much, like, which supports will we play on the Nova? So you play the Ice Djinn and Nova's cast on minion death. Yes, we have cast on minion death right now. And it does Ice Nova, and it does also powered by infusion. So powered by infusion will generate Varisian Remnants, and these Varisian Remnants can be used to cast skill, like, it's used to infuse skills. Okay, let's see. If I would put Frost Nova in, then I would need Frost Nexus probably. No, I would need Encroaching Ground, Carpet Cast, Encroaching Ground. Then I'm not sure like how much is this going to actually freeze, because as you can see, I don't actually have damage, any damage there. What else could we use? Oh, some area stuff. There is expand, but that's not really worth it. We got maximum of 3 seals. I mean, we could do super big cast, right? Let's see. If we go into another tier 15 map, let's put this all away for now. It's all about like experimenting and trying out what we can do currently. I was 20 when I started watching. You know, I'm 32. Kraus, it's a while. We have been doing this, my friend. It's a while. Okay, now, wow, this is a terrible map and I hate it already. I don't want to do it. Okay, so we're gonna now create these Renmans by our minions dying. Right now we have 3 Renmans, and I can do my own Frost Nova. We're just going to shatter the ground. So on top of already like having automatic shatter ground and getting the Renmans automatically, I can just use my Nova in between to just do this. Actually kind of interesting. But I'm probably just going to keep this for like high concentrations of enemies. Otherwise you won't require that. Right? But I like the bonus edition of like my own Frost Nova if I wanted to, right? And when we're gonna lose 7% damage for putting that one mage away, right? I think that's fine. This is useful. I just turned 65 in love with the gaming community has become over the years. If you're looking in the right corners, my friend, right? But I fully agree. But if you're not bothering yourself with the idiocy that the gaming community can sometimes breed and just focus on the positive sides, then you're in for a treat. That's for sure. What's the green circle that appears? I mean, the green thingy that circles me is my Puppet Master. The green circle that appears in between is some things from my As a tier 15 boss. The green circle that appears in between, that is from the Amunamu's Tithe. Because we play this support gem, 50% chance to get an abyssal monster modifier for 20 seconds when a minion from supported skill dies. Okay? That means my wolf packs are going to die because my wolf pack has a Infernal Legion on them. So they burn. And they also have like minion instability, so they burn and die faster. Really like cool combination because we're essentially killing our dudes, but then we're killing our dudes quicker, right? Super nifty. What I wonder is if I should potentially remove this here because I don't want my minions to have more maximum life, right? Because I want them, well, technically they take percentage of life, so that should be fine. I wonder if we could like forfeit this whole node stuff here and do it like put somewhere else. Could be interesting. I mean, there's back here like ailment threshold again. There is we get volatility even. I mean, technically you want to have the revive faster here so your minions come back, right? But that's only for persistent minions, so it's not really worth it. I'd have to have temporary minions come back. Like, I would just wonder if I could have like minions just generally come back faster. So we don't want to play the elemental resistance maps, right? Because if I play elemental resistance map, it might get to the point where enemies are just too sturdy and don't take the damage they should be taking, or don't get frozen, something in that direction, right? Let's take this tier 15 map, go back to Doriani, irradiated. We could do, you know what we should do some ritual and work our way out. We have here actually rituals to do. Yeah, thank you. What are these rituals? These rituals are from my ritual farming strat that you might have seen me post online. Now, I'm not entirely sure if we're powerful enough to actually do set ritual farming strat, but right now on this character. But we might as well just fuck around and find out, right? Oh, by the way, chat, I released what I said. We put out a video that shows, in case you missed it, how to get to tier 15 maps on one divine budget. What's the blue buff you're getting? Which blue buff? How are we talking about? Which, like, I'm not sure which blue buff you refer to, you know? Always something sad. Sacrifice minions. Saphira down. I actually do dislike Saphira as a potential enemy in rituals, because she can now be respawned in every single ritual, right? That'd actually be sad. Like, look by the way how big the explosion is of the goddamn Djinn, right? You get it running around. Ah, the Verisium skill, it's called Verisium Infusions. So these Verisium Infusions are from the skill here. It's called Powered by Verisium. It's being used by quite some other builds as well, as Powered by Verisium allows you to, again, use infusions as, like, they can be used as any infusion, right? They can be used as a fire, lightning, cold infusion. But since I need a frost infusion, I can just easily use them, right? Okay, that elite was just going places. Oh, Researcher Strongbox, please. Researcher Strongbox can always be like something amazing. Dude, that edition of the Frost is just... I am so happy we did this, Chad. I mean, you just see how efficient the Frost is. I don't like have to... I don't have to harp on that. It's just super efficient. But the best part about doing rituals now is that we are actually immune to chaos damage. And you know that rituals do like a lot of chaos damage. So we are now here in the middle, right? I can do my Navirus over and over again, which is already extremely good. But at least I am, due to chaos inoculation, immune to chaos damage. And if we get these rituals that would do chaos damage to me, it doesn't matter. Navirus Embrace does not... Oh, we are using Navirus Embrace. I'm wondering why we're not restoring resource. I wanted to use... we have been using Navirus Embrace the whole time. Okay, this is a Queen's Ritual. That's insane. What are you playing? We're a Disciple of Varashta, which is a sorceress, and we're using our Djinns to destroy everything. So we're pretty much playing minions, but we're not playing minions. We have minions with us, but the minions that we have with us don't really matter that much. Because it's more about like just having our Djinns do, right? So we're using here the command skills, and the command skills get massively buffed. So like, for example, this is one frost command skill that when I freeze enemies can shatter frozen ground. So I can explode all of this frozen ground around me and just go absolutely nuts. Before we open up another one, we should defeat the Viper. Why? Because if we defeat the Viper, she then has a chance to appear in said rituals. Are you done with Spirit Walker? Well, we pushed the Spirit Walker extremely far, and now we would just have to invest a lot of currency to make it stronger. Igtrees. In case you don't know this, but I'm trying to make my character strong on a like 1 to 10 divine budget mostly. And if the budget goes up to like one item being 40 to 50 divine to upgrade, yeah. I mean, then you're just reaching the level of like fully investing in one character, and I can't do that as I just have like already 5 or 6 characters this season. So yeah. That's just me being limited in what we can do with that. But I use a Ball of Lightning with Lightning Warp to make Cold Infusion and go really fast by teleporting. Oh, you could certainly do that. Sounds like fun. Okay, we'll make a lot of frozen ground. So we already have like the bonus Navirus fracturing happening. Okay, we're hoping for our Archon of Undeath. So we can enter this even faster. I know we get the Archon of Undeath now. So now that she died, she has a chance to reappear inside the ritual. Which is kind of good here, by the way. Because we have like a ginormous ritual. Okay, where's the Queen of the Mist? I don't actually see her. And I don't actually have to see her because I got this freeze here going on. Okay, let's use Navirus well to stay on top. Because you've seen how I just lost my HP there. That was not cool. Oh, oh, that's the Queen of the Mist, I think. No, that was the Viper. Huh? Where's the Queen of the Mist? I might be blind. Is she inside the Pillar of Doom? Like, I have no clue where she was. I was just looking for her, but I couldn't see her. Yeah, we've been making good progress here. I mean, this is like Chaotic Monsters is worth quite some. Thieves Torment. Not even sure. Omen of the Blessed. While this item is active in your inventory, your next Divine Orb will only reroll implicit modifiers. Since it costs 6,100, it's probably like expensive. Let's send in some stuff and pick up some new stuff. Do you think it's worth it going Martial Artist, Monk Twister build for the new glove modifiers? I mean, I'm not a fan of Twisters, so I can really not give you any sentence on Twisters. Like, I'm like, my opinion on Twisters is that's a triple resistance boots with max life. Holy Macrella. Yeah, I wanted to say, like, look at this, how much they sell for. Triple resistance with a lot of max life. They just sell for partially like a divine orb, just like that, right? Damn. Especially it's 27 case resistance. That's a T1 case resistance with a tier 2 and a tier 4 with a T1 life on it. Like, fuckity figgity fuck. What is that? That item. Just like that. Okay, you know what? Here, take it for 2 divine orbs. Someone just do something with it. I don't even want to. You know? Sure, good to see you there. How you doing? Now, could we craft with this ourselves to do some stuff? Yeah, absolutely we could. Do we want to? No, we don't. We really don't want to. I mean, that's silly goose behavior, chat. So we got more points. I was thinking about I want my minions technically to derive, but can we do something to temporary minions? I know there's like here increased minion duration, but I don't want that, right? So that would be useless. Temporary minions revive faster could be kind of cool. What I should do is I should pull these points out so I can connect here these just handishly. That would be useful. I mean, we can pull out the surpassing chance because we get enough. We have like here surpassing chance. We get this surpassing chance. So that is more than good enough. We get the crit here. We get the crit there. Trying to like figure out what I would like to invest otherwise. And I'm going to get the increased Archon buff. That's actually fine. I can do a point in there. We get the energy shield on the side. We get the energy shield over here. Okay, we're not done with the Vile City, Chan. Okay, I wanted to pick up the Cannonade Crossbow. It could have been something good. The Ornate Mitts, and the Feathered Raiment, because you never know until you know, right? And I'm still looking for a better chest piece, like, because right now we have like a 400 energy shield chest piece. Like, we haven't bought a better one yet, right? So there's a lot that we can still get an energy shield. But preferable, I would have one. Oh, goodness Christ. There's a blockage in the way. Okay, we need to find the other ritual, and I think the other ritual was supposedly somewhere around here. So that would be ritual number 4. And the ritual number 4 now has a chance to resummon the Viper and the Queen of the Mist, as far as I understand. So that could become a crazy ritual where we're just sitting on 3 bosses in the long run. Let's get this one here. Thank you very much. Restore my energy shield. This restoring energy shield ability is the best. It's like Navir as well, and you just instantly start restoring your energy shield. Very useful. Put down our... Shatter the frozen ground. The Viper is back. I don't see her. I think she's here in the middle. Okay, that was it. Okay, we got 6,000, Chad. Oh, Call of the Shadows. Yay, because we were going to fight the Bodak. Okay, so what I asked myself, is the Omen of the Blessed worth it? I don't know. I mean, it seems like worth it, right? Earning that Hyena Talisman. No, I have an amulet that says level 17 wolf pack, just like that. It's super simple. Probably the best thing you can do there. I could have probably gotten an amulet also that I'm not sure if cast on minion death is also on an amulet. Yeah, technically also cast on minion death would have been possible. The difference is that if you get cast on minion death, let me show you. This one costs only 30 spirit, and you have the quality options. So you kind of don't want to have the wolves because the quality option on the wolves is kind of like shitty. Okay, a blessed omen. I have blessed omen is worth what? Nothing. Wow. Like absolutely nothing. Okay, what do we think? Do we want to buy something from here? I mean, I could just get a bunch of Exalted, right? But we don't want to do this. So I'm probably going to just re-roll and see what we're getting. Right? I mean, the Thief's Torment just is not even a... I can't, like, gain life per enemy hit with attacks. Want to increase relative... No, actually, the Thief's Torment is that one. Like when you don't have a clue about the price of something and you just need to look it up, right? Teeth Torment? It's nothing, right? I mean, the higher the rarity, the better it is, obviously. So, like with 49 rarity, it could be worth something. But mine is sitting like at 35 out of 40 possible. So right in the middle. I'm going to reroll here. I got myself nothing. A Valium, actually an Ever-Grasping Ring, but I have 2 max roll at once, so I'm fine. And then we get ourselves a... Well, yeah, at least we get a Soul Tether, I guess. I'm gathering these, like, to sell them. I'm getting an Idol of the Fairy Zay. This one is good. Minions deal increased damage with command skills, right? So I can just put it on here, and we could just increase, like, have more damage, just like that, right? Simple, easy squeezy. This one's also good. Fully recover if we would go low. So I kind of like have one of these always with me. These do also sell, the one where you would lose XP when you die. So people run around with them. I just learned this, you know. I've been not using them before, but as I figured out, everyone is just running around with them. Would you have a quick update with your gems now on MOBA? Yeah, that's not a quick update, my friend. I mean, as you notice, we changed things wholesale because we're now playing the Frost Djinn. We're playing the Ice Nova, but we made this like the most convenient way possible to cast. So you don't need to create infusions yourself anymore. We have an auto way to create infusions. Then we cast these Frost Novas in between rarely, but our Frost Nova is also being auto cast. So again, we don't have to care for this. And we can actually just run around and use our Naviras as our heart desires to just nuke everything. If I now could also get the permanent, Archon of Undeath up, but then shit would be just cooking. But we haven't like invested in the permanent Archon of Undeath yet. But what we should do is we should now ascend, I think, right? I mean, I want to do one more of these ritual levels and then we'll see. So Harry, welcome back. Good to see you there. Wish I could leech energy shield. That would be nice.
Do you think for now?
Tin, are you maybe losing like important stat that allows you to actually have like specific items on? You could always look for that, you know, when you lose your... Oh, wow, this is maximum life and armor applies to elemental, but no damage, so... Useless. 4 to projectile skills with a tier 3 cold. Not hot. Not hot, but it does have 2 prefix slots left, which actually does make it worth it. So this is 4 to projectile skills, right? Yeah, you know what? We're gonna be very, very cheap on this one. Someone, like, I could craft on this myself, but I don't want to here, like, just someone buy it for 10 exalted. Just cheaping out, making some currency. Simple. Okay, let's put that one away. One more tier 15 map. My maps. We're not doing fully juiced yet because I'm just don't feel ready for it yet. Almost fully juiced. So cool, thank you. I'm trying my best. What we need is a new chest piece though. So my chest piece has like 56 spirit, but no... Oh wow, my lightning resistance just went away. Since when did my lightning resistance go away? Ah, my amulet. Yeah, I remember. Okay, we need a chest piece with more energy shield. So what do we have now? We need a body armor. And it needs to have at least, what do we have? Like 700 energy shield, right? And preferable, we would like to have spirit as well. Let's see what we have. We got 712 with 32 spirit, but that spirit should at least be in the 50s, right? Wow, I'm being greedy here. Oh, we got the fire resistance. I don't need that. Oh, we got 706, 708. Actually, how much spirit do I have? 38 spirit. Why do I have 38 spirit spare? Let me quickly investigate. We got a store. Ah, because I kicked the frost mage out. That is truism as it gets. So I got 15 spirit spare, which means that I can work with only 40 spirit. Somewhere along that line, right? So I could try to get like as much energy shield as possible for a divine orbs, 5 divine budget. What you got for me? 747. But preferable, I also would like to have fire, cold, lightning resistance. So let's see that we can get lightning resistance out of that. Oh, this is like a bunch of sadness. I mean, this is for 5 divine orbs, 45 spirit, 593 energy. Nah, that's not a lot. Okay, then let's try cold resistance instead. This one has 44 spirit, 8 cold, 8 chaos. This is like, they have like so low rolls. It's like crazy. Let's go for 10 divine orbs and see if we can get something better with a bit more resistance and not just the low rolls. I mean, this is at least 33, right? So 735, 33. Not too hot, but it could do. It could do. And I prefer double resistances. That'd be nice. This cold and lightning, for example. They're just so sad outcomes here partially. Let's go for the one that has the 36 cold resistance here. Grim Pillars is stronger than this build. This is no strength comparison, my friend. So generally speaking, when you look at my builds, they're each their own thing, if that makes sense. That's how I would look at them.
What's new? Yes.
I'd say it's similar. It has better boss damage. I'd say it has better boss damage, especially when I have it fullied out, because right now we're wearing like A tier equipment. We're not wearing S tier equipment. So that's definitely something to look at. So it's A tier awesomeness. It's not S tier awesomeness. That definitely makes a difference in how strong we are. I mean, I gotta get like better. See, for example, my pair of like boots is completely useless, right? It has like 20 cold wrist, 16 fire. What is that? So I could get like a huge amount of lightning. I need a way better belt, I guess. Something in that direction. And do I have like a belt that has like 2 resistances popping here? Like a very high roll, like. But no, like. But probably I need an energy shield belt, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, in case you didn't know this is actually crazy. So belts in general, here, belt. They can now have maximum energy shield. So that's kind of like funny. So here, maximum energy shield, explicit to maximum energy shield. So you can have like a belt that actually does have this, right? And then we can go for lightning resistance and for fire resistance. And then you go like for here, lightning, fire. This is like for 5 exalted orbs. Kind of good. This is also fire, lightning, and see, very simple. 1 divine orb though. Still gonna buy it. Actually, you know what? Let's be greedy. Let's be greedy this time. I'm gonna buy the one for 5 exalted. Oh, Moria Invictus is great for me. Yes, I could just go for a Moria Invictus, but it would have to be a super high roll Moria Invictus in terms of energy shield ward gaming, or we're gonna end up with not enough energy shield. So I prefer to do it this way. Okay, so now we're sitting at 7,000 energy shield suddenly, right? That's pretty good. We have 29 decks, which is enough to actually fill all our deck slots, so that's good. And we get 72 strength, which is enough so we can use Wolfpack. Very important, actually. You need a certain amount of strength, which is kind of stupid. The biggest problem is that due to these 2 rings, I can actually not fill like all my resistances extremely easy, and the other stuff has to like kind of take care of this. What we're going to do now is we're going to ascend, I'd say, chat. So we're going to go for a Berea, and then we can like try out how good the build actually is. No, before we ascend, we wanted to do one more test run. One more test run. Val City was completed. So we're now going to do the Sun Temple, Val City again. Tier 15 map. Mistfall Hunter comes out tomorrow. Will you play it? I have not heard a single thing about a game called Mistfall Hunter. Could you TLDR us quickly what Mistfall Hunter would be for a game? Because I generally haven't heard like a single thing about it. So like the difference is with the totems, you would just put the totems down and just watch everything erupt into nothingness. This is like more a visual clarity improved build that can still erupt everything into nothingness. Alright, I can just shatter our beautiful frozen ground here. Sacrifice minions, freeze the ground, shatter Navira, get the dudes triple in a row, freeze the ground again, shatter the ground. Chaos Orb, it's a lot. So before we couldn't shatter the ground, and now we can do that, which is super funny. Let's go up here. If we link to Mobalytics, we have, like, the build link is in the description of the YouTube video. However, the build link does not have the Navira's tech in it. As I just sat down this morning and came up with all of this, okay? Did some research, what's been working, and I figured out, like, multiple ways how I can do this more efficient. The problem is a lot of the ways to make it more efficient have been like, hey, so why don't we use, oh, my inventory's full. Interesting. My brain said, why don't we use crabs to shoot frozen ground? What I personally found like super stupid. I don't want to use crabs to shoot frozen ground, right? Well, why don't we use like a companion that has a frozen trail behind him? Also didn't feel like good for me. So there were definitely a few where I was just not happy with, right? And that's why we're like, you know, we went for cast of minion death as an option. And honestly, I couldn't be happier with that option. Turned out incredibly good. Okay, I don't see you, my friend, right now. Oops, I accidentally activated that one. For an altar, freeze everything, and frozen explosion. Frozen explosion. The best part about rituals is right now, so once you have the curse, once you have the frozen ground, okay? If I then explode things with Navira's fracturing, the further Navira's fracturings will also freeze things. And then the freezing of the Navira's fracturing that freezes things will create more frozen ground. And then you can pretty much do frozen ground explosion, frozen ground explosion, frozen ground explosion, right? And you don't have to stop. You can just do more and more and more. What rune was expensive to see in the Rune League? There's multiple. There are many different ones that are actually really worth it. For example, the one that makes a jewel socket in an item, very worth it. Hymnor's Hammer. Siege Crossbow. Satnus. Satnus. And that one has a lot of resistances. Generally keep my resistance rings. You never know what you need them for. We'll get ourselves a Femur's Ring of Draining. Wizard Magnitude. How do you raise your dex level to equip gear? For which character? Like in general, you just... Okay, so here. In general, you just pick up dexterity nodes. Or you choose items that have dexterity on them in general. That's how you usually do it. I'm not sure how much a skeletal priest is needed. So the problem is, like, you kind of want a skeletal priest so the skeletal priest can revive your minions, right? The problem is when you use the Skeletal Priest to revive your minions, what happens? He also heals your minions. But you don't want him to heal your minions because you want your minions to die. Oh, I am burning to death. And my ward actually saved me. Cool. Once in a while, I actually having a ward. Right, so that would have killed me 100%. But ward was like, no, brother, I got you. Not on my wood, my friend. Not on my wood. Freeze. Boom. I wasn't sure if I'm going to enjoy using my Frost Novas to explode things, but I am. In between. So I feel like putting the Frost Mage out was definitely worth it. Okay, so we got our Frost Nova cooking here. We're going to move up to this. Then with the Frost Nova. Gonna fail on that one. Wow, he just instantly died. What happened to you, my friend? Gonna come back. And he's dead again. Cool. Poor guy. Bit of a useless loot. I wonder if I could like consistently kill all my minions instead of just some of them. So right now we're pretty much killing our wolves, right? But the other ones we're someone leaving alive. Okay, let's keep that ritual here where it is, because the idea would be that we don't require the ritual before we have killed the Viper, because again, you want to finish the boss of the area to then have the boss of the area potentially spawn more often. Isn't the Fire Djinn better than the Ice one? Technically, but practically no. So I personally prefer the Fire Djinn as well. The problem with the Fire Djinn is that it is not the best for mapping, because it is only like you need to put down the runes and then you need to trigger the runes, and then the runes are also not screen wide. Whereas the Virus, when I actually do it, due to the encroaching ground and everything, is screen wide. And that's a big advantage, right? Once like the Frost Nova triggers and everything, it just spreads everywhere, and that's super good. It's like here, Frost Nova here, and now I can just press Navira. Again, like, you don't have to go for the Frost tag. The advantage of the Frost tag is, again, that it is Frost, right? I mean, I don't have to explain to you why Frost is a good thing to have, right? Frost is just always good. Because Frost freezes, and everything that's frozen can't fight you. Oh, we just resummoned that dude as well. So this is how you have to look at it, right? Frost good, because Frost can't hit you. Oh, one Divine Orb. Just like that. I mean, always talking about making Divine Orbs of profit from these thingies, right? And then you actually just get a Divine Orb. Enjoy this more than Diablo. No, equal. I mean, one thing I definitely enjoy more in Path of Exile is that I can do solo self-found journeys here, right? So from level 1 to the end game. And I think that's cool to have like this one to the end kind of feeling, right? In Diablo, it's like, sure, you can do a 1-2-60 Torment 12 journey as well, but it's nothing special. Like there's no finesse needed for that. I can do that on my left butt cheeks without even trying. Whereas here, like, you need to actually, like, in order to do it, especially in a solo self-hunt journey, it is going to be an actual challenge, right? Doing it properly, doing it good, doing it also with, like, not wasting too many resources and that kind of stuff. So I really like that. Exploding frozen stuff is ultra satisfying, yes. So here, again, goes in, frozen, do this, get the Naviros. I mean, mostly for bosses, I don't require the Naviros, but heavy is heavy. do the last one. I mean, we're almost 88 here right now. I clearly forgot to upgrade jewel size. I used this build since launch. No, sir. I am clearly not 4th Ascended yet, so I haven't even bothered with jewel size. Also, I might simply not be able to do jewel size because I might be going for other nodes. Especially since we're using currently the instant energy shield recharge from Navira, which does not allow me to go for jewel size. So congratulations for using this build since whenever, but your build is not my build, you know? Different builds, different things. Oh, he's here. Okay. Oh, and the Viper comes back again? Ladies and gentlemen, back-to-back Viper actions? Okay. She's back here. Tried to nuke me, but I nuked her. Oh, there's more. Dude, we're making a lot of offering here. Love to see it. With an Overseer tablet. Oh, almost died there. Please don't burn me to death. Thank you very much. My inventory is full. So we got 1 Divine Orb. Then we got 1 Rislada's Coil. Is Rislada's Coil worth it? And 1 Vigilant View. I mean, the Heartbound Loop is being used. You can actually use this here. Minions revive faster. Physical damage taken on minion death. Increased mana regeneration. Minions have increased maximum life. I've seen people use this for a specific build. I don't remember what build it was. What is like with the Risladas? Is that worth it for anything? I mean, this is a low roll Risladas, so anyways not. Nah. Let's get one more of these. Reroll the whole thing. Oh, Venters. With 22 rarity and 9 spirit. Well, not too bad. I mean, the minus fire resistance I don't like, but let's buy Venters. Fine with that. And a Minx Heart. That is 1x, yeah. Have you updated to the one you're running now? No, Jamie. This is the super endgame update, where you go and have to splurge a bit. Oh wait, this one was wait. Decimating. Like, what was this? The one? No, that wasn't the one I was looking for. I was looking for a specific one for that later. Oh, there's not barely any of these on the market. Oh, interesting. Oh, it has 9 out of 10% attack speed. And there's always someone buying stuff. I mean, you would think you find like a unique item, right? And someone is going to buy it for a lot of money. But in 9 out of 10 times, it's like you found a unique item and it's useless. And it's useless again. And it's absolutely worthless. And no one like really actually gives like a flying fuck about it, right? The Venters away. Okay, first things first, ladies and gentlemen. We need to get ourselves a jewel with minion. What do we have? I need more minion critical, you know? We have no blue time lost jewels for minions. There's an interesting thing you can do with time lost jewels, right? If you don't like what they have to offer, you just do this and then see what you get. Right? Here. Notable passives in radius grant minions bonus critical hit chance. Cool. Not like I have any notables in that rotation, right? Not like we have any notables in that rotation. It's not like we have any notables in that rotation. That's why you want to have the large radius, obviously, right? Nah, I'm fine with what we have here. We're gonna get a new jewel from the thing anyway. So we need a fragments, trials. Let's see, do I have like a 73? I need a 4. I usually do them in 76. Let's do one in 79 and see what happens, how that feels. Okay, Trials of Sekimus. I should have the damage more than enough. Finally get my build up and going. Comfortable tier 15 fully juiced map. Should I focus on Atlas Tree or something else? If you are fully focused, I mean, yes, if you're fully juiced tier 15 maps, then you should definitely go Arbiter of Ash, Arbiter of Divinity. After killing the Arbiter of Divinity once, you should most certainly try to look for the Matriarch Patriarch holds to then do the Arbiter of Divinity again. And then again. And then you're good because you have like all the Atlas points. I mean, it's super easy to do. What goes into the second slot of Darkness Enthroned? A faster energy shield recharge. Is so good. Because your energy shield recharges quickly, but not that quickly. And with faster energy shield recharge, you're just better. Okay, large water fountain. You have no armor. Oh no. Disgraceful. Have you tried reforming jewels into diamonds yet? Partially, but I usually get like lazy and I don't want to mess around with my stash too much, so I tend to just end up buying whatever I need. How do you assign skill gems to weapon sets? I mean, you pop it open and then you assign it to a weapon set, but not everything can be assigned to weapon sets. Okay, some skills can simply not be assigned to a weapon set. Some have to be active on both weapon sets at any given point. For example, my Djinns that I'm using here right now, I think they're always active on both weapon sets. I wonder if I should make a weapon set too for my Ice Nova. Because right now I have like only one weapon set, correct? But I wonder if I should make a weapon set too for the actual Ice Nova cast I'm using. I could do that, probably. To whiz out some more damage for it, right? I mean, it wouldn't be anything like detrimental to minions because you can't do that, right? So you would have to just use, instead of a scepter, like probably a focus that has spell damage instead of energy shield. And then when you swap back, you get energy shield or something like that. Just to have your Freezy even Freezy more. I'm not sure if that's like an opportunity to mess around with. Monsters deal more damage. No, how about we go just past both then? So we did actually yesterday just play normal without the freeze. Okay, so you can do tier 15, tier 16 maps without the freeze, chat. And I think it does feel good, and Rusian's Trap also feels nice. But like having the opportunity again just to like go for a tap on your Frost and then have like this frozen ground and boom, erupt the whole frozen ground. I think you understand why that's better than putting down fiery traps that don't even cover the whole screen. You have the Char and PoE Ninja. The Char is called Archon Djinn Blaster. I don't have a PoE Ninja link now for you just like that, but I'm not sure if you can just search for that name.
Ritual has been disrupted. I would give anything for it.
When are we going to get an update to the Triple Herald Werewolf? I mean, nothing really changed about the Triple Herald Werewolf. 50% less Sacred Water found. Ah, gasp. I hate it. So the build is pretty much what it is. I mean, the only advantage you now have with the Triple Herald Werewolf is actually that you could go for... I'm not sure if it was running Trinity, for example, but you could go for a Spirit Skill on your Amulet. You couldn't do that before because we didn't have the Absent Amulets, but now that we have the Absent Amulets, you can actually go for a Spirit Skill on your Amulet, which will make you stronger, or allow you to just use more Spirit Skills, so that's kind of cool. Okay, monsters cannot drop sacred water. 50% less merchant prizes. That sounds terrible. Gain hungry fangs. Gain seeing crystal. Man, they are also terrible. So really bad start. We are level 88 almost though. So boss nuked. I pick up the coffer relic. I don't like seal relics, not too good, but coffer relics can actually be insane. Okay, what do we get? We got nothing. 50% more sacred water found. Yes. So I get less sacred water found and more sacred water found now. Cast speed during flask effect works with Laviangas. Yes, Lefex. So Laviangas flask that you're talking about, Laviangas, is one of the coolest things out there. So in case you've never seen it, guys. So Laviangas does do this. So it's a flask that this flask cannot be used, but applies its effect constantly. 80% amount recovered. And the effect is you recover mana. So every 2 seconds, you recover mana. And if you use Laviangas flask, which is super cheap, then anything in the skill tree that says flask effect works. So if you have something like here, increase attack speed during flask effect, increase flask effect duration, you have like increased attack speed during flask effect, you have increased damage during flask effect, that kind of stuff, right? These do actually apply because of the flask effect, like because of Laviangas. So yes, that's how it works. You have less energy shield. How about no? You're cursed with enfeebled. How about double no? You lose energy shield when hit. I'm cursed with enfeebled, Chad. I wonder if that 15% less damage applies to my minions as well. That being said, my Navira does 134,000 damage, right? The damage is actually insane on minion builds. Can you just rush the boss in the fortress, or do you need to do all the maps? You can't rush the boss. In order to do the fortress, you need to do left side, right side, and then you need to kill the Arbiter of Ash. Then you need to, again, do left side, right side, and kill the Arbiter of Divinity. You don't need to do all the maps, though, so you pretty much fast track to the Arbiter of Ash and fast track to the Arbiter of Divinity. Right? You fast track to where you get the keys to open them up, pretty much. Do you play the monkey mini build? No, Dreamy. We used our Huntress Spirit Walker to make a Druid build, a Wyvern, super strong, probably one of my strongest builds that we've made. Insane area clear. It's you just laugh the whole time and have just such a good one. So high recommendation. So like all the whole ground is here frozen now, chat. So I can now use my Navira to shatter it all. When you do the Archon Tower for the second time, do you also have infinite lives? Yes. You always now have infinite lives against pinnacle bosses. It's forever like this now. I think I'm fine with that, because even if you're extremely good, there's always a chance for a slip up, and it just sucks, right? You just gathered the keys, you took the time out of your day to get that done, and then you might just, because of a slip up, have to do the whole farm. It just doesn't feel good. So I really do like the infinite tries, and I think it should stay. Yes, it does make the game easier, but yes, like the amount of player satisfaction you get is not even comparable to the people saying, I don't like if the game gets too easy. Right? I mean, there's always that person that says, I want my game to be hard. I want to play while someone is beating me in the dig to feel alive again. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay, Dave. Right? It's fine. If that's how you want to... Oh, Jesus Christ. I made a mistake. Almost killed myself. That's what you need to do to feel alive again. Pop off, son. But please don't bother us. So, great change. Okay, Let's keep it a trial. I mean, there is a... How do I say this again? You can choose one of the Atlas Masters, and one of the Atlas Masters says Pinnacle bosses only have one try, but you get like more loot or something like that. I'm not entirely sure what it was, where they drop an additional unique, right? So if you're super OP, you can actually choose that for better loot. So I think that's fine, right? The choice for people who, again, like to beat themselves in the dick, or who just play the game way too much, and then, yeah. This is not a Hunter's build, sir. This is a Disciple of Varashta build. Disciple of Varashta is a Sorceress, and we're using our Djinns to absolutely be mean to everyone.
The ritual has been disrupted.
Play it to make key gathering less grindy. Honestly, the only grindy part about key gathering is getting to the key locations. My problem in Path of Exile is that the Atlas is big for the sake of being big, not big for the sake of content, which means that you have travel ways between specific locations, but these travel ways are best done... Oh, Lord, that's crazy. That's 4 to 6 divine orbs, Chad. Yep.
Relish your mortality. 2 ancient guardians await you ahead.
Sam, the travel ways are stupid because you're kind of forced to spam tier 1 maps to get fast from A to B. And why would I want to spam tier 1 maps to get fast from A to B? I'm sorry. I'm like, you know, I can do tier 15 fully juiced maps. I don't want to do tier 1 maps. Takoi, good to see you there. How do you say your username, Eurus? You say pony like a pony and Hoff like the Hasselhoff. So it's Pony Hasselhoff.
Let's plan. You will use that.
What was the frost skill? It's called Navira's Fracturing. Navira's Fracturing fractures nearby areas of chilled ground. Ergo, I need to have chilled ground. How do we make chilled ground? Well, we have our Frost Nova, for example. That goes out, kaboom, and makes chilled ground just like that. And then you do also have... Take whatever an enemy hits you. Yeah. And then you also have your Frost Nova from Cast of Minion Death that is automatically cast around you. So we have here the frozen ground, and then I just press the Naviras, and all this chilled ground just goes boom. And more chilled ground, and then I tap Naviras, and all this chilled ground erupts again. And the damage for the chilled ground eruption that covers, like, here the whole screen is currently 150,000. Uncrit. So I pretty much stand here in the middle and just explode the whole screen. See, boom. It's just silly. And the fun part is, like, so I say uncrit, and the crit chance of this skill is actually sitting at 30% with 170% crit damage bonus. So I just need to get, like, more crit and more crit damage bonus now, so I can do that even harder. Can you do the Rite of the Nameless in quest zones? Can you do Rite of the Nameless in quest zones? That's a good question. I have absolutely no answer for you as I haven't tried. I go with probably. Ooh, you're going places, Pony. I mean, seriously. Would you look at that, John?
A great challenge overcome.
Which spirit, which anoint do you recommend on the Spirit Walker? The reason you... Oh, wow. Look at this, Chad. The reason you do not see an anoint on my Spirit Walker is because I have nothing anointed. I have nothing anointed on a single character right now. Why have I nothing anointed on a single character? Because I can't afford it. I mean, like, the good anoints are all at least 10 exalted, 10 divine orbs around. And the cheap anoints are not really worth it. So what are you going to choose? I mean, you could choose a cheap anoint that gives you like 10% more damage. 20% more damage. And all the anoints that are worth it are like oh, you need like suffering, disgust, isolation. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Swift magnificence.
Okay, we can just whiz our way through without a negative. Sehr good, sehr good. Honestly, this is like very good. By the way, chat, quick question. Has any one of you watched the video from today about the 1 Divine Orb budget into tier 15 maps? One of my favorite things we did today. I just got an isolation yesterday. I sold that so fast. Yeah, I mean, there's so much currency you can get.
In the desert.
Why would you even use it yourself? I mean, again, like, your build does not require annoyance to be strong. However, there are some builds where annoyance are exceptional. For example, for this build, I can get the Archon of Death permanently, right? That's insane. And the Archon of Undeath permanently is crazy. My Merc would get 5% more quality. Now, as cool as the 5% more quality would be, it is not required, right? So it is not required to even make the build work. However, like, again, for some, it's like a functional thing where you're like, if you get this, it's absolute madness, right? Sounds juicy. Yeah, so we made a video where on a 1 Divine budget, we did a fully juiced tier 15 map. Just to show that it's possible, because people are often like, I cannot reach tier 15 maps, right? I don't know how to reach tier 15 maps. I don't know what to do. It's impossible. I don't have the currency. So we pretty much showed how, like, on a 1 Divine budget, you can actually do it easily. I mean, it might be cheating because I found a crossbow on the market this morning for 30 Exalted Orbs that had 700 DPS. And I was like, yeah, fuck, that's illegal. That's a steal deal. It's obviously easier now a bit into the season, but I think that it will still help a lot of people. You have seen a very rare unique regeneration. I only have seen rare unique, but I have not seen very rare unique yet. I wasn't aware that that actually exists. That's funny. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get that thingy out here. Sacrifice our dudes, put down our thingies, jiggy majiggies, 1, 2, 3, slam, done. We don't even have the 50% bonus damage yet, chat. Okay, we're still missing this. We have 15% less damage. How do you get the Archon buff permanently? There's a node in the Atlas that is hidden. It is called Fury 2 Dominion, Fury 2 DB. It's called Dominion. It says 50% reduced effect of Archon buffs on you, and Archon buffs have no recovery period after you lose one. Okay. And for this, you need a Contempt, Suffering, Isolation. Okay. Potent Contempt, Concentrated Liquid, Suffering, and Isolation. If you put that on your amulet, you will get Dominion. I managed to get lucky and craft a +2 minion build. Yeah, so we have a +1 minion amulet, +2 on our helmet, +3 here, and +2 in the offhand. We don't have a minion build. A belt. One of those hidden anoints, exactly. We might anoint it today, but my amulet is far from being perfect, so I kind of don't feel like anointing it, because I don't want to anoint on a non-perfect amulet. Then again, buying myself a better amulet alone is like 20 to 30 divines, and I don't want to spend 20 or 30 divines on an amulet right now. I wonder if on my Ice Nova, I should choose the projection, right? Because right now I'm playing my Ice Nova to erupt around me, but I can actually play that it projects outward, right? How much spirit do you have? 349. Not a lot. 349. I am running around with very low spirit in comparison to what I could have. Like, let's be real about that. In a random affliction offers choices. Yep. The anoint is very expensive. Yep, the anoint is very expensive. No, I didn't go for fracturing. I bought this one. Nah, I don't mess around with fracturing. I'm sorry. I don't want to deceive you. I still have no clue about fracturing. I don't mess with that, as I really don't. It's just one of the facets of the game that I have like zero interest in figuring out because it's just too expensive. Right, I just watched a video from Gazi, for example. It was about crafting like on an amulet to get like your guaranteed +4 to minion skills. And I just see him throwing like, in that one video, he was throwing away like 40 divines in currency. And I'm just like, that's interesting. But I personally never want to be in the situation where throwing away 40 divine orbs is just peanuts, right? It's just not what I do. You know, it's like something for the ultra end gamers, because you don't require an amulet with +3 to minion skills or +4 to minion skills, right? You don't need it for nothing. I mean, sure, if you want it to be absolutely super crazy, ultra maxed out, I don't know, 200, 400% delirium, like take 2 seconds against a pinnacle boss instead of 5 seconds against a pinnacle boss. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. I can see it. But I'm fine. Could you use split personality Ruby in this build effectively? I don't know what that one does. I know it exists, and I have heard it before, but I literally don't know what split personality thingy actually does. What was it? What did that do again? That was for... No. No, wouldn't do anything for us. Like, what do you think you would get for an advantage out of this? I mean, I'm already here at the minion side of things, right? This is where all my points are. There's nothing in the other direction that I would need. You have a link for the build in the description of the YouTube video and the last YouTube video uploaded yesterday, my friend. However, there is the 1:65 version, so it's actually missing the version we're playing here right now, the after 65. Because the after 65 has this beautiful, like, whole screen shattering frost chamambo bambo going on. But hopefully you enjoy seeing. Frost shatter. Frost shatter. See, it even shatters off screen frost, by the way.
That was close.
Grim Pillars or Archon? I played the Disciple command build last league. It was a lot of fun. It's so much stronger now. Okay, so yeah, like if you played it last league, then I would heavily recommend still playing it. But because of just like how obnoxiously stronger it has gotten. I mean, if you really like this build as much as I do, right? Then you can have just like such a good time with this. I mean, the Archon of Undeath and the Palpate Master just like lifted this up another notch. Okay, traps. Trap hates me. Let's not stumble here. That's what I usually do. Great, he just pre-stumbles before I even started running. Falls into me already. Hacker man. Don't have the sacred water to do anything. Merchant prizes. Do you have a witch minion build? No. I mean, if I would play a minion build, I would probably like an actual minion build, right? That's not just having minions as a vehicle for more damage. I would probably play the Spirit Huntress with companions, because that seems like really, really cool. But this is here. This only has minions as a vehicle for what we're doing, but it doesn't use minions as minions, if that makes sense, right? So I don't need any of these minions. I could technically kick them all out, which is not completely true because we need them to die, but they're not responsible for any parts of our damage, pretty much. Which is also not completely true because we're playing Muster, which is more damage per minion, but you get the drift.
I would give anything for a
What are you playing after Disciple? Haven't decided yet, my friend. I mean, maybe we're gonna just play a bit of Endgame once in a while. And we were planning on a solo self-found run, so I want to do a complete solo self-found run, 0 to hero, where we just go over all the things you should do in the endgame from start to finish, right? Take you actually on a journey from level 1 to 15 maps, like the whole thingy, right? The whole sheboing, how it works out. Another level 20 skill gem. That's crazy. That would be like, if they're still as much worth it as before, that would be an easy 10 divine orbs just from this one Trials of Sekimus.
overcome.
Okay, let's see. We're at Zarek the Temporal, chat. We're gonna make sure that our cooldowns are cooldowning.
Battle is our safe.
Get our dudes in.
You will suffer the same fate as the great Varashta.
Break his armor, and then 1, 2, 3, just nuke him. Okay, that was it.
Sands of time wait for no one. You surprise
Bop, 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 bop.
but you
Okay, GG. Vase relic, you say? Put that here. Put that here. I got it. Okay, good. Ascend. Now the problem is that we currently play Navira. We play Well and Fracturing. So I could now, like, I could put the points into the non-unique time lost jewels have a 40% increased radius if I wanted to, which would actually work for, I guess, my jewel here if it gets a very large radius, I guess. Otherwise, I'd have to invest points into second to base energy shield recharge. You know? I mean, since I don't have jewels right now, I just gotta go for this anyways. That's that for now. Then we get everything into the stash. Those 20s are illegal. Yes, Babala, I know I'm insane. So what we got? Royal, Ranger, time lost. Oh, that's a lot of time lost from one. Jeez, Louise. Game's like, take my time lost, brother. Arcanist, I gotta, like, once I got a Divine Orb out of this, and since then I'm hooked, and I just always want to go for it. You know? Who knows what you're gonna be getting? I don't want to open royal caches because the problem is that I have so many jewels that my inventory is just overflowing. But then again, I could probably just take all of these royal ones and could just turn them into diamonds, right? Like, worst case scenario, I can just turn this all into diamonds. You've easily made 16 divines. Yeah, but I don't want to carry people to their ascension. I refuse to do that. Principle, RKO. Because I believe if you're not able to do that ascension, you don't deserve it. I know, Pony, terrible person, what the fuck? But yeah, get fucked. Like, this, like, I'll down that hill. Don't convince me different. Okay, we're made a increased global physical damage. Damage with spears. Increased amount of mana leech and projectile have a chance for additional projectile when forking. That's actually surprisingly good for one of my builds. Surprisingly good for one of my builds. What we got here? Notable, small passives, damage, quarterstaffs. That one is increased energy. Okay, all of these are terrible. So, what's this? That was a complete reroll. And nothing to do with that. So I have like a blue. See, that's what I said. Like I really can't be asked to mess around with this. One we're gonna keep. I need a space for all these jewels, but I don't have space for all these jewels because I mainly just.
Take your time.
Okay, how much are they worth it? Did the prices change? I want divine orbs. I got tier 20 gems. Oh, not spirit. Yep. See, I can get 2 for 8.
All right, your order is registered. Have an order? Thanks for the chat. Take your time.
Like, why not, right? Let's try to get the Bodak here right now. Get the Sun Temple. I do abhor the Sun Temple. I don't get it. My Nova, if I press it, get the Chill Ground and cast a Minion Death not. Did you put on cast a Minion Death also? So cast a Minion Death has Ice Nova, Magnified Area, Encroaching Ground, and Boundless Energy. Right? So that works for me. Let's get the monolith off. Hi, Turney. Bye, Turney. Could always be something fun. So realistically, we want to kill the boss first before we do anything. So do you have the Powered by Verisium on? Because we consistently have Renmans to actually make cold infused. You don't have the Renmans, right? So we have Powered by Verisium. Powered by Verisium will trigger bonus with cast of Minion Death. So we are actually getting this. So we're actually having like random Renmans here that when we actually do cast or have it like being auto cast, we get the Chill Ground guaranteed, right? So if you don't have that, then you wouldn't get the Chill Ground. I see. Maybe that's why you wouldn't get the Chill Ground, right? And look at that whole screen freeze distraction chat. Isn't that beautiful? The best part is I can just like see, because of the encroaching ground, you can more or less ride forward on this wave of frost and just keep riding forward on this wave of frost. So I can just now spam my Naviras and just like go further, like forward, more frost, right? Just keep zooting forward. What's Wolfpack? Wolfpack is a 4-link right now because I have a level 17 Wolfpack. Okay, let's see what we got here. Sacrifice my dudes. Oh, but before that hits me, let's just kill him. Because we don't want his, like, stupid fire on the back to, like, kind of hit us. infested ritual. Da, da, da. There he is. We found him. And he's dead too. This is so good. I mean, I'm really happy how this version has developed, and it's not even playing the crazy stuff, right? So this is the good version, but it's not the version with the crazy stuff on it. Just so you know, it just has good stuff on it. By the way, Takoi, thank you for the 20 months of support for the brand new sub, and Ronsalita, thank you for the 74 months of support. Sorry for missing that earlier. Oh, I totally dislike Asastra how fracturing works, like from a principle standpoint, like the way how like that you need the frozen ground and so on. So I do think fracturing is stupid. However, since we now found a way with like cast on minion death to actually automatize the whole fracturing shenanigans, I am fine with it. But before the actual act of having to somehow create remnants that you then have like the good Frost Nova and then having to initially cast the Frost Nova, that was all just dumb for me, and I really didn't like it. So unless I would find a way how to make it more convenient for myself and more fun to actually use, I think the skills was just straight up stupid. But now that we managed to automatize the whole thingy, just so much better, right? Where it's just like really like a no-brainer to use it or not use it. But that's where it really comes down to. Oh, I knew you could automate it to a degree, but all the ways I knew to automate Navirus were stupid. So I knew you could play a companion, like a flying companion, one of these wasps, for example, that has Trails of Frost. But that's dumb. Sorry, I don't like that. Then you could play a boar, also Trails of Frost. That would work. You could have these tiny rock crabs, and these tiny rock crabs can also make frost. So all like possible ways to easily get this more automatic. But all of these methods I knew were like, me no likey. This Castle Minion Death though, pretty efficient. I want to play as few buttons as possible, right? I'm running around. I'm throwing down my Kalari's Deception right now, right? I throw down my Brutality every now and then, and mostly just like one button tap Frost Nova and then go like here fracturing. Have I said fracturing yet? Well, fracturing, and then fracture it again. Woo! And more fracturing. And I have my minions die so we can fracture even harder. And fracture. And fracture. Why is the Viper alive? Because she came from the other thingy, I remember. Where is the Viper? But the only downside, I just don't see her. Because of this one tornado going on. Oh, there's the Seer, ladies and gentlemen. How about we fracture you? No? Down. Another Viper? I mean, what's the deal? You know what bosses need? Bosses need a map symbol. That would solve my problem here because I can't see her, right? But if a boss had a map symbol now, then I would at least know where to like shoot my abilities. Okay, what do we have? We got Red Flare Conduit. Is that Red Flare Conduit still being used? Probably not, right? So I'm going to buy one of these because they're always worth it. I can ignore the others. We got Dextro. That's fine. We're going to get Immortalization. Yeah, it's also fine. We got ourselves Sinistral. And there is Chaotic, and Tiltation. And lastly, we get ourselves as a Mask of Sanguinomancer. We get one of these. Elevore. Nothing hot. I mean, I can buy myself a Blood of the Warrior. If it has like a good duration, you can actually sell it. Right? That's level 88. So what do we say? We need Contempt, Suffering, and Isolation. So just that you know how expensive it would be to put this on, right? So a Contempt, Potent Liquid Contempt, is right now 9 Divine Orbs. Then we need an Isolation, which is Concentrated Liquid Isolation. That would be 3.5, so 11, or where were we at? And then last but not least, we need a Suffering. And that would be 1 Divine Orb. So it's like, what, 13 Divine Orbs? 12, 13 Divine Orbs to actually get myself the Dominion. I mean, it's not like I actually need it, so that's the interesting part when you think about it. Because you gotta consider, like, we could also just put points in here, like increase Archon buff duration, increase the effect of Archon on you. We could also, Archon recovery period expires faster if we wanted to. So we could just put these points in, right, to make it more convenient. I felt like it. Is there a link to your filter? Usually my build guides have the filters in them. However, not sure if it's currently in there. I mean, I do make them with Filter Blade. Pretty simple. Okay, we can do Fight the Bodok, ladies and gentlemen. Should we do that? And I kind of want to finish like the ritual thingy. So let's actually do the last ritual one and see like what we get out of it. We're going to take another juiced tier 15 map here. Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, it's good. I really don't care much about which tier 15 map we're getting, right? I just put it on and then see whatever happens. I need another tablet. They're not... I have one more ritual tablet with one more. And then I get an Overseer tablet. Actually, we don't need an Overseer tablet on this one. It's a whole other ballpark to play with it 200% up all the time. Well, it's not the 200% up all the time, right? Because you also get less effect of it. But I understand that it's like probably insane. I mean, we'll probably anoint it at the, like... We'll probably anoint it. Because I just want to see how it plays. Oh. Should have probably killed this thingy here before we open up the before we open up the ritual. So he, like, there was a chance that it respawns it. Right? Stakes remain. Let's run to the boss. Do you always have the same filter? No, every character has their own filter. I use Filter Blade for my filters, and you can pretty much just determine what the filter should do. So some filters are focused on like dropping more crossbows. The other one is more wands and that kind of stuff. So that's like how the filters work pretty much. And like on Filter Blade, you can just click and clack whatever you want to be the more prominent thingy to be filtered out or filtered in. But it's like really just like click there, click this, drag and drop principle. What's this build? This is a Disciple of Varashta. Currently Ice and Sand Djinn version. We played Fire and Ice until this point, and then we just made it better. So, Grim Pillars, Verisium Pile, Runeforge, here, Verisium Manifestations. I recommend you getting this one. No, not manifestation. What was it? Powered by Verisium. Yeah, get these ones because for some reason people are... Oh, Jesus Christ. Something hit me. Because people are willing to pay some money for that. But I didn't lose experience, chat, because, haha. I had my experience loss thingy out. I probably get hit by lightning there, right? Because my lightning resistances are not good. Are we going to use Archon of Undead? We are already using Archon of Undead. However, we're not using the version that has a very low Archon of Undead cooldown. Because, again, expensive. I wonder, though, what killed me there. Do you have any guide on the build you're playing? Yes, sir. We have a 1 to 65 version up, and that 1 to 65 version is actually the 1 to 90 version. You're just missing the skill points on the way to 90, right? But yeah, we have that version already up. You can actually check that out on my YouTube. Oh, like now we're standing here and boom, frost explosion. Boom, frost explosion. Boom, right? So this powered by Verisium, I bought this morning for like a couple of Exalted. Wolfpack support gems? I can show you in a second. The Wolfpack support gems are a bit expensive. One of them. But I think it was a worthy investment. Oh wow, that would actually kill me. That would actually kill me. That fire explosion. I wonder if we don't have the... What is it called again? Oh, I don't have an Ignite Charm. Yeah. That's on me, Chad. That's on me. I'm like wondering why did we die to Ignite? Because we don't have an Ignite Charm. Ah, what was it called again? Staunching. Was it called Staunching? No, not Staunching. What was it called again? The Ignite. I always forget the name. Dowsing. See, deserve to die there, Chad, because I forgot to put on a Dowsing Charm. Your MOBA stops at the 70 Ascension? Yes, as it should. So we didn't planner that up further yet. When are you going to publish the updated build? Well, today I have some more children's stuff happening, so we're going to play for a bit to, like, you know, improve the build somewhat. But you will have to wait for tomorrow probably to get the fully updated version, as I just don't have the time to do it today. Sadly. I'm sorry. Okay, see, powered by Verisium, for some reason, a level 18-1 costs 90 Exalted Orbs. Yeah. Don't ask me why. People are just like caught on that this one is actually a good one. So I'm going to sell it for 85 because I don't care. And then we're going to finally go to Care Teth now that we get everything done. Sadly, we died there. Shouldn't have, but we did. And we can fight the Oda. Can this build be played in Soul Sapphire? Absolutely can be played in Soul Sapphire, but it will just simply be weaker. Okay, so what do we have on our Wolfpack now? We got Ramira's Requital, so that the dudes actually take damage that I would have taken. It's important that you use Ramira's because you want your dudes to die. Then you use Amanamu's Tithe, so if they die, we get Abyssal Monster modifiers. Super cool. We kill them with Infernal Legion, and we reduce their life even further by using minion instability, because then they actually explode when they reach low life. So we don't have to wait for them to explode, they will just explode.
Will you complete the rite of the nameless?
Yeah, I can do. Will you complete? Yeah, can do. If you want to.
Darkness, darker than Saresh himself.
Who gets scared by this, chat? Ah! Okay, let's break his stupid shield.
Move to the light.
That was quick.
The trios come to your aid. The light tablet.
I am with you. Follow.
That was a quick phase 1, right? Let me show you everything I learned in Hades chat over the years. Fighting Cronus.
You will be destroyed, beast.
Good. You know what, I would like to get my Archon of Undeath right now, so I can just hold down on the Bodak here. This is the first time I actually ran out of mana on spamming, Chad. So we spammed so hard that we ran out of mana, and we couldn't afford this anymore. Katha's Brilliance. Okay, what is that one? Katha's Brilliance. Supported minions from supported skills blind enemies within a 2-meter radius. Minions from supported skills ignite enemies within a radius of 2 meters as though dealing base fire damage equal to 10% of the minion's maximum life. Ah, isn't Katha's Brilliance being used for... I think there's an Infernal Legion build actually with Katha's Brilliance, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's worth much, to be honest, because I haven't like seen much hype about it. Let's see what happens when you put in Katha's Brilliance for Exalted, probably. Oh wow, Katha's Brilliance is actually worth money? No, wait a second. It is worth 4 Divine Orbs. Huh. Use Rusian's Brand. I don't have Rusian's Brand. There's no way I can pop Archon. Oh, it's a double. It's a double resistance helmet.
Don't spend it all at once.
Okay, so that one is a 200% rolled version of it. Is that Crown of Darkness even worth anything? Probably. Oh, my Powered by Verisium sold, Chad. I told you. Powered by Verisium goes for a lot right now. Easy. So I just made back my YouTube video that we did this morning. You know, again, the YouTube video where that was all about spending like 1 Divine Orb. It was simple. I guess I'm going to keep this helmet so I can put it on, right? Okay, I would like to do a map. Nope. You know what? I'd like to do an Arbiter. Let's see how that goes. Without the Archon. You have a written guide for this build? Yes, sir. It's linked in the video. Titled Overpowered in 1 Hour. Disciple of Varashta. However, that written guide just definitely needs to be filled a bit more because I haven't put like enough writing in there. Good amount, but not enough. Okay, now let's see. Arbiter of Ashchan. Okay, that was phase 1 Arbiter, I guess. Oh no, he actually went and did that? Meanie. Was just about to Giga nuke you, sir. Oh, I'm seriously, I stood in that radius. Let's, by the way, turn these off. Do you play solo? Yes, I play solo. I don't think this game is any fun to play with friends, personally. So definitely not something I recommend for people who like team play. That's just me. I know others actually do play this together, you know? So it's definitely possible to play this. Okay, we got him. That was phase 1. Okay, that was him. Done. Woo. Exceptional ground regalia. And an exceptional one with 4. Nice. It usually comes with 3, right? So I can corrupt it for potential of 5. Those are the best regalias you can get. Let's see if we get lucky with the stats. Is it always 4? Is it always 4? Honestly, I haven't been enough Ferrix to know that. Where's the base version? We'll see, and I thought I got lucky. 35% movement. If they're... Nah. Nah. Too lazy to trade for that. 37 spirit.
Don't spend it all at once.
417. But no resistances. Okay, what do we got? We got 364 is actually decent. We got elemental resistance, life regeneration, and stun threshold. Ugh. Ugh. Terrible. I keep the regalia though. I like having regalias with me for no reason but just having them.
Watch it, treacherous. Deal. Any tomes you find.
Okay, that was an arbiter. I could make my way towards another Patriarch Hall and try to do a fully juiced... Yeah, you know what? Let's do Patriarch Hall. Try to go like a fully juiced Patriarch Hall. Because if I do one of those, I get like 2 fragments for the Arbiter of Divinity. Actually, I have enough fragments to do an Arbiter. I just remember that. I have enough fragments to do an Arbiter of Divinity as well. How many hours do you have in the game? 1,500. Which is low considering that there's some content creators with like 3,000 hours or something like that already. However, these content creators, they also just overplay the game, right? I mean, they're the people that just play only Path of Exile, so I guess it's fine that they have that many hours in here. I do play other games, my friend. So again, it's only like 1,000 something. Rathos Assault? Well, I needed one of those. Nice orb. Thank you very much. Hey, wait, good to see you there, partner. That's how you notice how few Pony actually does play endgame. You know, when he doesn't know that the Regalia has a 4 base. There's always interesting things to learn. What we have here. Rune of Cruelty. I mean, Hastras would probably be better. I know Cruelty is being used in some builds. You finish your Atlas? No. I haven't, like, bothered. I think the last time I actually killed the Arbiter of Divinity, I forgot to unlock a part of the... what is it called again? I probably forgot to unlock a part of the Atlas, but I'm not entirely sure. So I still need to kill him, like, I think one more time or so? 2 more times to get all the points. But yeah, we're getting there. I'm just sometimes like, can't be asked. What mods does this build struggle with? Well, technically you don't want to have Elemental resistance because then you freeze less. However, since you create frozen ground with a guarantee due to the Varisian remnants, it actually doesn't matter. I mean, as always, monster life is annoying because, like, why would you want to have monster life? Why do you want enemies more sturdy? Right? That's just like, that's just a general thing. I guess cooldown recovery. Yeah. Okay, so the one that I would personally find really annoying and that I would not want to deal with is players have less cooldown recovery because even with the Archon of Undeath, it would feel stupid to have cooldown recovery. You know? I have a question. Do you know why with my 9k energy shield build with Case Inoculation I'm one-shotted from elites? Corrupted Blood. There is something called Corrupted Blood that deals damage to you as a person, right? And if you're not immune to Corrupted Blood or have anything against Corrupted Blood, you might just instantly die to it. If I'm not completely mistaken, you also might or might have not taken this note here that says Heavy Buffer, 5% of damage bypasses Energy Shield, so that you actually die when something, like, hits you. So I'm not entirely sure which of the two it might be. Rarity and rarity, but not high rarity and rarity. Nah.
Don't spend it all at once.
Okay, we need a map. Fully juiced. More monster life. Great. As I said, you definitely don't want to have that one. Then I need my waystone quantity maps. Where is it? Fragments. Quantity of waystones. Quantity of waystones. Quantity of waystones. Quantity of waystones. Oh, there's one more map before that. Ooh. Oh. Have you imported the current build in your build planner? No, because we're not done making it. That's a lot of frost explosions on the map. Oh, I saw that, chat. Saw that. All these ice explosions. Please, more of those. Please have everything just explode into ice, because then I can just do my Navira everywhere. Navira, let's go. Please, more ice explosions. Do it. We're not scared. Right? Please. Please, please, more. Isn't this wild, ladies and gentlemen? I don't even have to move, right? Because we're just covering the whole screen like an ice. Shamambo Bambo. Is Rune coming? No? See, what I need is, like, I need to gain mana from... There's one, like, get mana when one of your minions dies. I think I have to start using that. Oh, the Queen of the Mist is influenced by... by a... What is it called again? By a wisp. That's a lot of loot. Good. Do you go for any league mechanics in particular? Yes. Like, it depends on if I want to farm something or not. So, like, if I'm looking for currency, I'd probably do Ritual right now, just easy currency farm. I could also do... I have an Abyss strategy that I like to employ. Like, mostly do Abyss because I just enjoy Abyss the most, right? It's just, like, the one I have most fun with. But I have multiple, like, farming strategies that I like to employ. Essence Harvest on your wolves. I don't have enough... Wait, can you... Could I put the Jeweler's Orb on my amulet to put another socket in here? Can you... Could you... Essence Harvest says recoup max mana when persistent reviving minion created by supporter skill dies. The problem is it says persistent, which means you shouldn't be able to do this on the wolf pack. But they count as persistent. I thought wolf packs count as temporary. That means that the node Restless Dead actually works on them. I didn't know. I thought they count as temporary. Well, well, well. I'll be damned.
This is what we have available. Don't spend it all at once.
That's a tier 2 lightning. Not entirely sure if that's even good right now.
What do you think? Don't spend it all at once.
For some reason, I thought they count as temporary. I don't know why I thought they count as temporary. Don't ask. Just my brain thought they count as temporary. But, you know, ultimately, that's just better. Because that means if one of my wolves now dies, right, then I just get mana back. And that's like a consistent infusion of mana. Because my minions die, then when my minions die, they'll obviously trigger the Frost Nova, which will drain my mana, but I'm pretty much like instantly getting the mana back, so that's like really useful. Ergo, my minions dying is also not bad at all. Delirium tablets. I mean, seriously, who does those, Chan? Who does actually play delirium tablets? Okay, we got him. We got him, chat. Come on, my friend. The pounds are temporary maintenance. Yeah, I know that. For some reason, I thought I mean, there's no reason why I thought that, but I did think. Okay, I think we're in phase 3 of the Black Crow's denial. No, we're not. Are we? Yeah, we are. Gotcha. I want to say you're not bugging out on me, are you? Good. I'm struggling with Monk early game. Any tips? You should go for full armor instead of evasion rating or energy shield gear, and that will probably solve all your problems. Because I'm not saying you are, but I just assume that you're probably running around in evasion rating and energy shield gear because that's like, you know, you're a monk, why wouldn't you? But if you actually go for full armor, you're just going to make your own life so much easier. It's like actually illegal how much easier you make your life. Uh-oh, she has a thingy on it. So yeah, that's what I would generally advise. And it's probably going to change the whole feeling for you. Like, that Saphira was interesting. Let's drop there for me. 8 Chaos Orb. I guess. The final one, and we're done. Yeah, I mean, like, Delirium is really not my cup of tea. I mean, they also do want to work on Delirium to make it better. Well, whatever there is to make better. I'm like, I don't know. I just really don't like it. The whole concept of Delirium just doesn't agree with me. I mean, I say the same with Expedition, but I've gotten, like, 2 grips with Expedition. That's an anchor. I've never seen an anchor before. We're gonna Idol of Pharisee again. The Idol of Pharisee did actually sell for some, at least. Let's reroll. What we got here? Sycophant, Chaotic Quantities. If I reroll for 650, I might be too short to actually defer something. It's another Soul Tether. The amount of Soul Tethers I've gotten is incredible. And that's that, chat. Wasn't even what we wanted to do, but now we gotta find like another fully juiced map. Okay. I used your guide for Raging Fire Grenadier. I think there's a mistake on the skill tree. They're taking more points than I can take at level 100. No, I don't think so, sir, because I never leveled up the Raging Fire Grenadier to 100. Did you miss the weapon swap points, Kelu?
Quickly.
Like that points are weapon swap points, maybe? Not entirely sure. It certainly did not take more than available. Okay, so this one is a 75% one. Really? Only 75? 95. 95 is okay. Yeah, monster damage, critical hit. We'll see. So we're going to go now into a hall here, a Patriarch hall. And the goal is that you're going to take maps that have waystone quantity. So quantity of waystones, and quantity of waystones. Because the goal is that we don't want to have the that the final item that drops from the boss gets multiplied. No, I'm not going to go for that one. No. The King of the Mist dropped 100 Divine Diamond. Blood Carnage, GG, my friend. I would say you're made for this season, but not really, right? But it's 100 Divines. Then again, I will have to admit that my basic 80 Divines I got early from my Rakiata's Flow. Because I sold a Rakiata's Flow, right? And that Rakiata's Flow, those 80 Divines, I pretty much still use. So I never ran out of Divines. So I'd say my early infusion of 80 at the beginning of the season helped tremendous. I could use the summoning circle again, and back we go. Yeah, that's crazy, Ryan. I started playing Spell Totems, and they totally destroyed the build. No, the Spell Totems work 1-to-1 still. Absolutely, nothing has changed. I'm not sure what you're struggling with, my friend. But the Spell Totems still work. Please don't run me over, Mr. Train Man. Boop. Boop. gotta say, definitely enjoying late mapping more now. Without the Djinn. I guess if I had Dominion, I could probably play the full Sand Fire version as well without Naviras. But for that, I would already have to have Dominion invested. Now, I did actually make... What was it? Did we make 10? Did we make 10 10 Divine's Prophet? So I could actually instill Dominion on my amulet. If I wanted to. Let's first kill the boss and then return back for this here. Oh, no. Please don't run me over. I'm innocent. Start playing spell totems and blasting through story. It's love, my friend. It's love. I think most people still struggle with understanding the ancestral bonded node, because consistently on the videos, the one question is like, so I can't summon multiple totems. Well, why is that? Even though it's like explained in the first 30 seconds of the video, but you know, sometimes I guess attention spans, so on TikTok. Blame the government, YouTube Shorts, something. Definitely the government. Couldn't be people not being able to pay like attention for enough time, right? Surely. I think we found it, finally. Goodness, this took long. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, technically, we can nuke this dude. Technically. Don't like out nuke everything in the first 5 seconds, right? You always have to wait like 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Because if you nuke everything out in the first 5 seconds, then you're actually gonna hit him while he's like immune to like super damage. You don't want that, right? Where is he? Where did he go again? So he often does like attacks that like don't make sense to me. I know he, for example, has like a ground shattering attack that like destroys everything. But I have yet to figure out when he does it. He just knows that he has one. So that was a Patriarch haul, ladies and gentlemen. We get the dude down. That's one Argent Spark and not a second one. Wow. That's super unlucky. Absolute rob-a-doodle dandy indeed. I want my money back right now. Katie, good to see you there. +2 levels to all minion skills. +2 is not really worth it, so it has Purity of Lightning, but still no. It has a lot of energy shield and resistances and mana. I'll probably have to mess around with that at some point. Well, that's max life and strength. Yeah, I'll keep that in my boudoir of belts.
What do you think? Carry on.
Here we get an Origin Spark. Now, thing is, so I have this Absent Amulet, right? With the wolves on it. And if I now look for an Absent Amulet, that would give me the wolf pack. But I'd also like to have it minion skills, right? What's this? So this is like ground skill level 2 wolf packs. This was to level all minion skills. Why are you not showing? So absent here. So we have the absent amulet, and then minion skills should actually work. Put it in. Finally. See, so level 2 all minion skills is minimum at 7 divines. And maximum at 1 mirror of Calandra. So if I limit this now to minion skills to 2, which is still good, right? It's at least 13 divine orbs. And I really don't want to spend 13 divine orbs just for 1 more rank to skills. Right? Now, if I want to have the permanent Archon of Undeath, can I... Then I would have to get a currency. Contempt. That is 9.
Let's see if there are any takers.
Then I'd have to get a Suffering, which is 1. And I'd have to get an Isolation. Which is... Oh, I have to order 1 for 4, right?
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
Probably have to go for 1 for 2 right now. Okay, so now with these all, we head over to the... Withered willow, withered. Withered inflation spiking now. 140x per divine was also last season, and that was definitely more in divine inflation. Definitely more. I have a chest with 44 spirit. The problem is mostly chest slots, skill slots. So we got, what did it need? Contempt first, then Isolation and Suffering. See, and that is Dominion. So now I do have my no recovery rate on Archon, which means I can always get Archon. However, it also says 50% less effective Archon, right? So I assume I would like to... What would I like to do? Increase the effective Archon buff, increases the duration of Archon buff, and increases the effective Archon buff. Yeah, probably have these points in. And then we wanted to remove here to minions revive faster. If I put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... You know, if I already have to put in all the points, I might as well just stay here. And just go from this side anyways. And I gotta find 2 more. For now. And then we're gonna go for a tier 15 map. Yabba dabba doo. Make it rare. And jump into... Oh, here, Abyssal Overrun map. Yes, I haven't done one of these in a while. Let's see. There is an Arise with a Beast in the Ocean Easter egg. Cost a logbook to see. I don't have that spare. So now we have the Archon of Undeath. We still need to trigger it, right? There's the Archon of Undeath for 10 seconds now, right? So we got that going on. Oh, something hunted me down and killed me. Whatever that was. The Archon of Undeath up again. Not sure what killed me there, you know? Oh, it was probably the essence of the mind that killed me there. There's a world for that, because I didn't even notice that she was double essenced up. Right? Problem is that we don't see her in all of this. There she is. I lost her. Restore. There she is. Got her. Jesus. we finally found her after all this time. The beast is now a proper kaiju size. Well, that's what it should be. I mean, we've been waiting for that the whole time now. Oh, shit. That thingy just almost killing me because I don't pay enough attention. Okay. So, we got ourselves another box that we didn't open up. Okay, I definitely feel the Archon of Undeath, so I can just permanently use all my skills. That's kind of nice. But I have to see it in a boss fight, right? Act 2 to interludes in 3 hours. Yep, you're pretty much just never stop zooming. Especially if you do use the unique items, you're just so juiced, it's crazy. Right? Unique items are amazing how stupid they are. An Abyss tablet. I haven't seen one of those in a while. I feel like we're dropping, like, generally not a high amount of tablets. Anyone else agree, disagree? Like there could be more. Frozen ground. This is low, but it, breach and the others drop like crazy. Now I haven't got many delirium tablets too. Temple, yes. I mean, temple tablets is just like sand on the beach. I have like all of the temple tablets. Oh, minion, could you please? There's another Abyss tablet, Chan. Freeze, shatter. Do we finally have him out of his, like, void? Please, my friend? He didn't want to leave his void, I say. Another Abyss tablet. Feels like a good map so far. Just get my first ascendancy with Merc shotgun build. First time I ever get that far, Senji, and it was super simple, right? It was probably like so stupid how quick you killed the boss that you're like, what the fuck is happening? As it should. Let me tell you that much. As it should. Oh, there's probably going to be an Abyss right in the boss room, right? Yeah. I'd be surprised if there wasn't. go. We more or less like always have the Archon of Undeath running, which is funny because I can like hold down my Kalari button for insane damage here. So like we get the Archon of Undeath pretty much always up currently. This is amazing. Okay, so I definitely see the advantage of it. It's nasty. The problem is like you don't see it in your skill bars, so you pretty much have to look at your character and check if your character is surrounded by this halo of whateverness, so you actually know that Archon of Undeath is happening. Resistance, strength, fire resistance. I mean, let's see if I just put another one on. That's lightning resistance as well. It's a double resistance helmet that could potentially get something with corruption. I might be able to sell that one for something. Armor, lightning rest. You come back to my belt stash of belt stashes. Okay, 2 new tablets, ladies and gentlemen. Get the tiara, get the quarter stuff, because you never know what comes out of the quarter stuff, right, ladies and gents? Okay, where's the last abyss? Because allegedly there's one more abyss here, right? Like right now, Archon of Undeath is not up. Now it's up again. See, my character's black. That means we are Archon of Undeath. Boom, Navir's fracturing. Boom, Navir's fracturing. An adjacent map has been overrun by the Abyss, chat. Chaka. So we just finished an Abyss overrun map. Only to get an adjacent map overrun by the Abyss as well. Like the cheat part about these Abyssal overrun thingies, that you get like 1 overrun by the Abyss, 2 overrun by the Abyss, 3 overrun by the Abyss. Okay, how do I find now the purple thingy, chat? How do I find the purple splinter? I never do delirium, so how do I know now where the purple splinter is? Or the final one? What do I have to find? Final one, but where do I even have to go? How am I supposed to follow this radar now? Where's it pointing me? Right, I have no clue if I now was trying to unveil the last purple thingy, or how do I find that? I swear I don't understand delirium. You just have to run around until it randomly pops in my face, which I don't want to do. The thingy at the bottom shows you get closer, but it didn't feel like I was getting closer. I felt like I was getting somewhere, but nowhere, but somewhere, but nowhere. Okay, let's see what that helmet comes out with. Like Joker, you can't wait to map with this? Oh, like Joker, wait for the update. It's gonna be huge. Okay, that's another 18% more armor and a bit more max life, I guess. Terrible helmet. Nah, I refuse to understand how delirium works, if that's okay for you, Chan. I just don't want to. I don't want to.
Yes.
I refuse to learn.
Is that a good price for that?
Once in a while. I'm just against it. Okay, there's another one overrun now, but what we wanted to do is we want to take the Argent Spark and actually go to our friend, the Arbiter of Divinity. And just kick his noodle in. Before we do that, though, so we don't have enough. We need fire and cold resistance, I'd say. Yeah, fire and cold. Okay. So I need boots that are made for walking, chat. Preferable 30% boots. So movement speed, preferable 35 actually. And they should have energy shield at least 200. right? We need, what was it? What did it say? Cold and fire. Preferable 30, 30. Oh, 300. Yep, please. I mean, I don't want much. I'd just like to have 300. Dankeschön. Cold fire intelligence. Yeah, see, like perfect boots. They do everything I would like them to do. Dankeschön. My bonus intelligence just never hurts. I have a full dump of item that I have never identified. So that brings us up to almost 8,000 energy shield. That's pretty good, considering that we really haven't cared much to get much energy shield. Fragments gives me my heart and my spark. Then we're gonna have to go for the Arbiter of Divinity. Can you reach Invigorated Archon and gets 20 all rest with the Archon buff? Which one is Invigorating Archon? I have Enduring Archon and there's Resurging Archon. Then we have on the side here Energizing Archon and Invigorating Archon. So technically I could get it. Right? I mean, this is increased effect of Archon buff on you, so I guess would be good. I mean, I don't know. Do you need that cluster even? Because if you have Infinite Archon, is it required? I'm considering that this is increased Archon buff duration. And this is here increased Archon buff duration effect. I'm probably better investing these 2 points over here than investing them on the other side. That makes sense. And includes, I'm German Wick, but this is not the German accent. This, I guess, German suffering years in the internet. Okay, let's pull these two out. Then we can do effect, which is good. Wonder if I want to pull this 15% effect out just to reach the elemental resistance. If I pull this one out here, then I could get the 10% movement speed over 3% movement speed. I'm considering of like dumping all of these just so I get more points anyways. Because that would free up 9 points. But I could alternative invest here on the other side for like to keep my Archon buff up all the time, but I kind of have it up all the time, right? But I wonder if I could invest these 9 better. I mean, we could become immune to corrupted blood here if I wanted to, right? I wonder if critical hit chance for spells, does that count for Kalari? No, it doesn't, right? And if we wanted to become like immune, then like this, right? Ta-da. Made us definitely more tanky, all in all. I think in English or German, I don't think, I just talk. I mean, seriously, I don't think. Okay, Arbiter of Divinity. Show me the money. That looked really cool with the Frost Nova going out in the moment where I put that in.
With this, the master shall know unending power.
You shall not take candle. Wrong game, but still same meaning, Chan.
The first divine must never return. Behold, of virtue and compassion.
So did we go phase 2 yet? Oops, I thought we were phase 2 already.
Returns.
Finally I get the Archon of Undeath after all this time.
This world must be purged. Preservation. Your destiny is foretold.
Oh.
I exist for this.
Where's he? Oh, there he is. I don't know where he is. Oh, I need to collect divine power. Oh, wait, sorry. Aha. Where is he? Oh, there you are. Okay, I just lost him. Okay, so we were never in danger, right? This is like simple as it goes.
If they obtain the mother soul, our civilization.
Aren't you immune to corrupt blood anyway since you play Case Inoculation? Did Case Inoculation make you immune to corrupt blood? I don't remember. I generally don't, Ferrix. Well, that was probably the saddest loot I've ever seen from him. Like literally the sad. I mean, I guess I got an ultimate life flask. I don't know. Is that good? But I kind of feel like I got shafted there. So what do I get? I got the opportunity. Used when release a skill with perfect timing. Skills have longer perfect timing windows. Increase amount recovered, reduce recovery charge, reduce charge per use. I feel like I got shafted. Yeah. Well, I guess at least it looks cool. Right? That's why I'm saying I think I forgot on the last Arbiter fight to actually unlock the ancient mechanism. This is slowly developing to be my favorite endgame character, by the way, Chan. More Atlas points. I wanted to get the faster wisps because you can actually get faster wisps now, in case you didn't know this, Chan. Yeah. It's still terrible, but at least it's faster wisps, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, end of the day, you're gonna have everything anyways, so might as well spend. Everyone is fantastic for perfect builds, yeah, but no one plays perfect builds. Not completely true, but no one plays perfect builds, right?
How can I help? What do you think?
No. I mean, that's a lot of energy shield for
Don't
level
spend it
65 items. 7 to all lightning spell skills. I guess. There's at least a divine orb just for existing, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I don't even want to, like, do we want to craft around on this? Like, slam in a what is it called again? A Great Exalted Orb. It's 147, 42 lightning damage. That's a tier 4. Could be better. And then we just desecrate it. See whatever comes out. Have you looked into Dominion on your amulet? Oh, we have Dominion on. Just watched your One Divine video. Great video. Haha. Thank you, Nugget Names. I'm happy you like that. Okay, what do we do now, Chad? Spell damage or spell damage and mana? I kind of feel like if you're playing Lightning, you're probably playing Archmage too, so spell damage and mana seems nice. Spirit seems unnecessary. So what are we going to do? Spell damage and mana? Mixed stat? Yeah. I mean, like, probably people are just going to search for maximum spell damage, so let's be real. People are simple-minded Falcon. I am following Merc build. Which section of your build should I be following? Interlude or third? If you're 66, you should be looking for the 75 third ascension, but you should also look at the endgame build. Because the endgame build has actually some intriguing updates. Okay, so we got the lightning damage on. We got the level 2 lightning spell skills at 7. We got increased spell damage as well. So I guess realistically, since I just found it, I mean, I'm gonna be happy with like 2 divine orbs if someone wants it. If no one wants it, then it's just gonna lie there,
What do you
dormant.
bring any thought to mind?
Okay, what is this? We got an Azomite Megalith, Untainted Paradise, Castaway, and Azomite Megalith again. Damn. Damn. And a Matriarch Hall. I mean, like, damn. All of that just there? Do I have to do this precursor tower still to be able to go past? Probably, right? Is Rakiata's Flow good for the pillar build? Yes, I mean, Rakiata's Flow is good for any build that does elemental damage. So you're never gonna be like, oh no, I really don't want Rakiata's Flow. No, you're always gonna use Rakiata's Flow. Like, always. There's never a reason to be like, no, Rakiata's Flow, I hate you. I mean, for this build, for example, I mainly do physical damage, so I actually wouldn't use Rakiata's Flow, surprisingly. But even for this build, where I mainly do physical damage, I could still use it. For our Frost skill. So because I mainly do physical against bosses, yes. However, I still use this Frost skill here. So I could play Rakiata's Flow on it if I wanted to. How do you even drop the rarer emotions? See, this is something I've always asked myself. If I want to drop an isolation or something like that, how do I even make that drop? Do I have to go like for tier 15, tier 16 maps? Is that it? Give me loot. Divine Orb. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen. We made like today, I don't know, we made like 15 Divine Orbs today, and then we spent 12. Yay! They come and they go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we have the... Oh, we could do something really crazy because we have like here rituals, correct? I mean, if this is like, we can't actually have the boss respawn in there, right? That would be funny. Filthy Casual. Yeah, see, I was like never in Delirium, so I didn't even finish the Delirium quest line. So I'm just asking the question out of like interest, I guess. Because I'll probably never finish the Delirium quest line. Like Delirium questline who? What do you think, John? Fun version? We're just zooming forward without having to like care about much because we're just destroying everything. I agree that adding the Archon of Undeath is definitely nice. I also like that I don't have to cast the Frost Nova so much myself. So in case you wonder how are we getting Frost Nova, it's over cast on minion death. So we just have our minions die and our minions are casting the Frost Nova for us. I mean, I could still do it myself if I want to. I just want to get a massive Frost Nova out, right? But I don't have to. I just have the opportunity to. Okay, the most annoying boss, but isn't this boss here doing mainly chaos damage, Jan, if I'm not mistaken? Because one thing I've died to this boss here is a lot. Oh yeah, sure. These are all just waiting for me. What the fuck? What was that, ladies and gentlemen? What was that? Everyone just waiting on the top of the stairs just so they can mog me. Oh shit. Because I've died like to this boss here many times in a row. And it was mainly because I don't know if it was like doing now. Chaos damage or what kind of damage it was actually even doing. But I'm zooming. What do you want to do to me, huh? I have the Archon of Undeath finally, but I don't have the mana. Chan.
A nice surprise for you.
Okay. Prismatic rings. That's it. Fine. I don't die, Simon.
Great. What do you think?
I mean, I really have a hard time dying unless I just stand AFK, and that has like it has really a lot to do with the ability to just refill my energy shield at will. It's like just amazing. I mean, obviously I gotta look out that I don't take damage when I refill my energy shield at will, so that's the only risky part, right? But since I play, so I could obviously choose now to go here for the Baryonic ley lines to make our timeless jewels have a bigger radius, and it really does do a good thing for your build. However, I am playing Navir as well, together with the like more energy shield, just simple as that, and it just allows me to clap the Navir as well button, right? And just get like shit back. It's amazing. Especially when you have the Archon of Undeath, I can just go, well, give it back, give it back, give it back, give it back. What we probably have to do is we're going to get like a potion that doesn't apply things indefinitely. Also, we should maybe play a potion that's not level 60, right? We should maybe play a level 60 potion.
Blood magic
Chat.
is far stronger.
We should maybe, again, same problem as with my last build, play a potion that's like end game potion. Eventually. Use a Shrine Scepter? No, sir. We need to use a Rattling Scepter. Thank you, though. Rattling Scepter for the win. We want that. I mean, we're not really struggling with mana, you know? It's just like there. We just have to play a bit of mana potions. Take one of those 20 notes and use Rujin for the, you mean like when we refund this one and we pick up Rujin, and then you can actually use Rujin's Brand, this one here, because you can do this. Watch this. So you can just spam Rujin's Brand and it might give you Archon of Undeath. You can just stand there and go the reason you do this is because you don't want to lose your Berea stacks or even your Brutality stacks for triggering the Archon of Undeath. So you're just going to go like to trigger it once, and then further casts of the other skills might actually re-trigger the Archon, right? Anyways, as we're going places. Then we have it again, right? And then we're good to go, and then we're just spamming. And the biggest problem is that Kalari just costs so much. I mean, honestly, if... I guess the best thing we could do is just put a fucking efficiency gem on Kalari. So I can just... Because look at my mana just going away. So when we now have, like, the Archon of Undeath, so it's triggered, right? And when I now hold down the button for Kalari, like, you notice how my mana is just going away, even when I'm, like, trying to keep it up. So I guess the best thing we could do would be, honestly, just get to 90 and then put a lineage... put efficiency on it. That's probably the best thing we could do here. I mean, obviously, you would have to, like, here for Rujin, we currently have Magnified Area, Bidding, Muster, and this. This is completely unnecessary because Rujin just has, like, no cooldowns to the brand. So the only thing you would put on Rujin here would be... Efficiency 2 comes on Rujin. So we can just... actually, can you put Rapid Cast on him? That's a good question. Can I put Rapid Cast on him to cast him faster? Because that's like when I already spam this to get the Archon of Undeath, right? Then you kind of like want to spam this as fast as possible. The mana to 90. Well, the thing is, you don't actually need the mana. That's the whole thing. Is unlocking rune shapes RNG? Yes. So, like, I get the bonus mana is just a nice thing to have. But it's not even like we require the bonus mana, right? It wouldn't just hurt to have. How's your build doing with high-end content? We just killed the Arbiter of Divinity. I'm not sure if you consider that high-end content, honestly. I've been doing fully juiced maps most of the time now. Kugler's Leash on Rujin's Brand. Nah, I don't want to do that Rujin's Brand often. I mean, Rujin's Brand is literally just an option in between to be used, but it's never like a main act, if that makes sense. Right? I want to just zoom over the map and use my other skills. Only when I really don't have Archon of Undeath by chance going on, then you kind of want to tap it in between. Juicing? No, I don't really juice, my friend. I mean, I can with this build like do the hardest content available, but I just don't play much mapping. I just bring builds to this point, and then I'm cool. Is there a guide for this available? We have the 1 to 65 guide out, and tomorrow morning, not today, sorry, we'll have the updated guide. I dislike this area so much because it's so boring. I mean, you literally just run through, that's it, right? It's just a big area you run through until you find the altar. And that's it. But I'm blind and can't find the altar. Any like leading what's it called again? Topology that points you towards the altar? You know, like kind of, oh no, there's a fat stone to the right side, so I assume that the altar is where the fat stone is on the right side. Are we doing a new char from Act 1 to Endgame? I haven't decided yet. I mean, like, it always comes down if I actually have builds to do. Just follow the flowing water. What? Which flowing water? Which water flow? Hmm. You're walking off all the time? Yeah, but where can I follow it? Wow, this map is getting just bigger by the minute. I mean, I already disliked this map tremendously the first time, but the bigger it gets, the more I dislike it. Stop on that. Nah, I'm just going to die. I'm fine. Then I just don't have to continue running, you know? I can just finally die. Be out? No. I found it. Yay. We got a distorted amulet. The blood you're walking on flows in the direction. You know, this is like the same when people said about the old delirium, just follow the wind, bro. And you're like, but what wind? It's like, I don't understand. No, just follow the wind. It makes super sense. You're like, no, it doesn't. Just following the wind does not make sense as an advice. Oh, there she is. Okay, do I have my... I have my Archon of Undeath up? No, she just got nuke-a-doodle, Sean. Yeah, having your Archon of Undeath at a whim is truly broke-a-doodle. Found the boss. So what are you now going to do for the boss, chat, is you're going to make sure that you have the Archon of Undeath. So this runs out the Archon of Undeath, right? What you're now going to do is you just have it, as it seems. I don't even have to force it. I just had it. I'm going to sacrifice my dudes. Just use Kalaris as often as you want. Now we're gonna do now we're gonna do Rujin's Bronze. See, I spammed Rujin's Bronze until I had the Archon of Undeath, so I can then just unleash the Kalaris on him. So you notice when your character just turns normal, and again you do Archon. Stupid. Why does this show a red mirror now? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? A delirium tablet. Ah, there we go. I was looking for you. Okay, we got... Always go powered by Verisium, okay, chat? That one sells for 80 Exalted right now. Get a build guide. I got the 1 to 65 build guide out for this one, but tomorrow you'll have the build guide that includes the cast on minion death Navira tech. Okay? So we're currently using cast on minion death. Okay? So when my minions die, I get Frost Nova and I get Verisium Remnants, so I can then cast my own Frost Nova in big. I actually have expand, rapid casting, and encroaching ground on it. And I was thinking about should I get what is it called again? Astral projection probably, right? But that would give it less area of effect. Do I even want astral projection to give it less area of effect? That seems stupid. I mean, you could probably... Can you put area still on it? Like... Does it allow for 2 area? Where did I just put magnified area on? Where did I just put magnified? I put it just somewhere, but it didn't put it in my inventory, and neither. No, it actually put it on the skill, but then it removes expand. So it's either expand or that. Okay, that's why we're using expand, because we have the 3 seals when we use it. That's just bigger. It's 90%. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I replaced my spawn. I just noticed. It's been too long.
Take your time.
I have to think about the potential of changing 1 or 2 of the supports that are way there. Spell damage, increase maximum energy shield and resistance. That's a lot of energy shield just on that choker, right? But as long as it doesn't have like any skills, it's just useless.
How can I help? This is what we have available.
Cascade should be good. I'm not an Cascade enjoyer. I'll tell you that much for free.
Find a use for it. Good fortune.
I mean, it would give us less area of effect. And less area of effect and more damage. But you get them cascading on the sides, yes, but do we even need it? And we just want the biggest area around as possible, so I don't feel like... Yeah. I mean, technically Spell Echo, but... Yeah, technically Spell Echo. Right? But also not, because... I mean, just technically, but also not. It just wouldn't do anything for me. I mean, what you could do is slow potency. So you just do more slow with it. You don't care about AoE Ice Nova. I disagree, because as far as I'm aware of, the bigger the AoE, the bigger the initial chill ground. Correct me if I'm completely wrong. Can we use Ice Bite on it to support, to get like damage as cold damage for Rusian? If we would actually freeze someone. Yeah, there's nothing really I mean, we could probably use Minion Pact on it to kill a potential minion. You know, considering that we're using Castle Minion Death, you can just use Minion Pack to potentially kill more minions. I mean, the option to cast ahead of you is good. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of astral projection, even though it's slightly lesser. But being able to just say like, yep, I want to like astral project it here and not where I am is definitely something, you know? Okay, so we get a distorted amulet. What do you even do with distorted amulets? Do you just sell them, Chad? So you got to look at what they allocate, right? That's the important one. So this one gives endurance, and this one gives toxic sludge. I mean, the 2 endurance charges, yay, but the toxic sludge, nay. Because like, unless you get the right one, then it's killer. By the way, one thing I needed to remember, it's chaos damage and bleeding, exactly, but it wasn't immune to corrupted blood. Yes. But bleeding. Okay, let's see how it feels when I'm projecting things ahead of me. Okay, now I can cast that ahead of me. Alright, since I'm mostly anyways right inside my opponents, it like really doesn't matter that much. But I guess it still doesn't hurt. Right? You know, when I'm using the Frost Nova, I'm anyways mostly using it around me. I guess it helps when I would be zooming backwards to just put the astral projection there, but doesn't seem to be primely required. Okay, when you get to the question mark, you have to wait for a special mirror to spawn and then things happen. Allegedly. What we're saying is I have to go here to the question mark and then wait. Or what? I'm at the question mark. Oh, now it spawned. Okay. It actually did spawn. So you didn't lie to me. Damn. I was ready to get lied to again. Ow. Bunny does not like to get frozen by that rogue Exile. Bunny needs to regain HP quickly. And get the Archon of Undeath activated. And go for... We got her, chat. Oh, Adrian the Lichborn with triple essence. Oh, that's going to be something for sure. Wow. Oh, hello there. And this map is certainly filled with annoying enemies. Oh, he just got respawned. Sir? Are you not taking damage today? He was like, I'm not doing it today. No damage taken. Okay, there's the Lichborn. Do I have Archon of Undeath? No, I don't think so. Okay, wait, let's get the Archon. Okay, now. But I get the Archon, but my cooldown is not cooldowning enough. There's Restore. Somewhat more mana. Activate the Archon. Come on, give me Archon. Give me. An Archon. Oh god, I'm out of mana, chat. So that was an interesting thing in there. Yeah, we definitely need the efficiency on our dude. So we need to become level 90 now so I can have efficiency going on. Djinn or spell totems? I mean, spell totems are a bit less hands-on, more hands-off, because you're just standing back and you're putting the totems down and then watching the whole shit go down. Djinn is a bit more hands-on because you actually have to like cast your Djinn skills at enemies. However, like, it's still like you're just zooting around, right? You're restoring your energy shield. You're just chilling, right? It's very relaxed in what you're actually doing. So in both cases, rather fun. Pretty good fusions for Ice Nova with Castle Minion Death. Castle Minion Death uses powered by Verisium to get to me the things I'm looking for.
What do you?
Okay, I got this bow here, the Obliterator bow, as a wide one, and it was showing me that it's like super rare in my loot filter. So do people want to have like white Obliterator bows? I see. They want exceptional Obliterator bows, not normal ones. Well, I guess I could just put like perfect thingies on it and see what comes out, right?
I'll take it.
Oh, actually, that utility belt. Didn't I hear right? Utility belts also sell for like 10, 15 exalteds currently. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, that diamond, where did it go? Shit. Where did that diamond now go? Does the diamond end up in here? Out of the wall, it does. This is an advanced build. What do you mean, Kniff? I mean, it's very simple in the way how it actually works. And you can completely solo self-own it without investing currency. This is obviously the version now where I did invest currency, right? Where we did juice it up. Wow, this thingy is fast now. Oh goodness, we get a boss infested. Cool. By the spirit of the cat. So let's try to get the Archon of Undeath. I think I have it already. And then pop, she's dead. Cool. Nothing too hot. You know, there's a few more abysses in here, so let's try to get that. Okay, that's 10 exalted orbs, then 2,000 money. You always roll that one until you're broken, right? 20,000 money. A Ventur's Gamble, cool. Not a bad one. And 210,000, obviously. A Val Orb. Robbery, ladies and gentlemen. There is still another abyss somewhere here. That is still not it. There's still somewhere another abyss over here. Wherever that one is. I've been playing your Whirling Assault Kitava, and I dropped the Herald of Ash for Repulsion Blaspheme, and man, the clear speed now. Oh yeah, the Repulsion tag is insane in any build. Honestly, like due to like Repulsion being a physical scaler and you actually scaling physical like quite a lot, Repulsion works so nice. I think Repulsion is like one of these absolute amazing gems that anyone should consider using in their builds. No brainer, good. An Ancestral Tiara. It's a level 81 in wide. I know people pay money to craft on this. Right? If you don't want to bother crafting it yourself, right? You just take this and then you just sell it because why not? Oops. They're all just standing in a weird corner. There's the last one. Dankeschön. And then we can leave. Repulsion definitely get nerfed. Yeah, maybe at the end, but also you got to consider that you don't get repulsion. So right now you get repulsion early. The same goes for like the Increased rarity found as a tier 1, ladies and gentlemen. So you don't get repulsion that simple by just playing in the future, because we won't have it. We won't have the Verisium remnants, right? Okay, now we're gonna go for the Well of Souls and see what this diamond has. Increased damage by companions in your presence. Ice Crystal Life. Great. Companion damage. I've yet to actually get a good diamond that I sold for a lot, right? Most have been rather saddening. Increased critical strike damage bonus. Increased critical hit chance. And wow. 10% damage is extra K's damage. I mean, at least damage is extra K's damage, I guess. When it's crit chance, crit bonus, could be worse, you know? Does it take a lot of gear to make work? No, absolutely not. I mean, the build is really simple to make work, and there's absolutely, like, cheap choice uniques to juice it further. So while leveling, for example, you can just take the Spirit Chest here. That's 1 Exalted or 1 Regal Orb. Then you can also take the Trench Timber, also super cheap. I mean, the stuff I bought here is like maximum a Divine per piece. These here cost also only 5 to 10 Exalted. This one was more expensive. I think I paid like 2 Divine for it. But the armors and so on I'm wearing they're just cheap as dirt. Like even 3 to minion skills is cheap. I mean, obviously, if you're then looking for something now that has more than 3 to minion skills, so I'd like to have a Rattling Scepter, right? But instead of the 3, here, minion skilled. So if I now look for something that has like 4, I think 4 is the max, right? Go for the more, no, 5. See, 5 to minion skills, like that's where it gets expensive. So 4 is even cheap, but the 5 with the right one, so 5 then with like damage to your minions and that kind of stuff is probably gonna pay through my nose to get that. The same goes for your focus. If I then want to get like a +3 to minion skills on my focus or a +4 to minion skills on my amulet, because all of this is possible, I'm gonna pay through my nose for it. That being said, I have 3. I have 2. I have 2 on my helmet, and I have 1 on my amulet. I don't even have a belt with minion ranks. And listen, right? I'm already sitting here at, was it like we have 143,000 damage on Navira with a good crit chance, and we actually can put the crit chance higher, right? We got like 100,000 damage on unbuffed Kalari, right? With a 38% crit chance. So that's nifty. That's nifty, and that's unbuffed, right? When you actually use Pain Offering, you're going to get another 70% increased damage. So just like bloop, and then you just do more, right? So easy buff over 100,000. And if we get Kurgel's Leech, we get Unholy Might. And Unholy Might is 30% of all damage to 6 K's damage. So another 30% on top, right? And then we could get like +5 Puppet Master on our amulet, right? Because you have Puppet Master here. This is 6 stacks of Puppet Master. Each stack of Puppet Master is also 60% increased damage with command skills. So it's like super easy to get all of this going. And you could get 5 more stacks, so ta-da! It's not simple. It's not hard. You can craft 4 tomatoes on your amulet. Yes, sir, but that's really expensive. I mean, again, I don't do these super expensive crafts. I do basic crafts, if I even do them. But we're sitting currently, we spend quite some currency today. So we actually bled a bit in our total. And we're down to 36 Divine Orbs now. Shudder. Gotta start upgrading a little bit before we go broke. But hey, we got a few more builds cooking. So, yeah. That is it for today, though, chat. I'm sorry that we can't do a longer stream. So this was for the Disciple of Varashta to push it like all the way to 90. I'm going to probably do the last push to 90 tomorrow before I release the video. So we're going to secretly get it up there. And then I'm going to revise this one because I'm not 100% happy. I think we're going somewhere. The problem is these 4 points, I want to alineate them and rather go here through the middle. That would be better, like 1, 2, 3, 4. That would give me like more energy shield or faster energy shield recharge. I would like that. However, I can't afford this right now, so it's like impossible for me because I need these 4 strength points because I need to get to 70 strength to actually use the wolf skill. That being said, I'll probably find a better way to do some of these things, so we'll have to see about that. Therefore, though, thank you very much for coming, watching, lurking, chatting, chat. This was my Disciple of Varashta for a low budget, honestly. Again, we didn't invest that much. It's super good. We'll have the update for you tomorrow where we explain everything, how we use Navira, what the Wolfpack is doing, all that kind of stuff, the minuscule details. What you could also do on Blasphemy to get even more damage, because right now we only have like 2 slots filled, but there's actually 1 more slot that can be filled, but I cannot afford it once again. Therefore, I hope you all had a great time. You enjoyed this, and I hope to see you all tomorrow again. Same time, same place.